Hang on. There we go. Now it's working. See, it would not be one of my streams if I didn't mute myself at the start. Just making you guys feel at home. I'm so excited for this. New campaign. This is going to go on for I don't know how long. But I am so very excited, and you would not believe how excited everyone else has been as well. They've been talking about it for weeks. They were in the call like 2 hours early, waiting patiently. So let's just go back to the top here. I think Mia was the one who managed to hit the button first, didn't you? You got the front seat? Where are we? Sarah said she was first. Nah, wasn't. Mia, good job. Hello, Ash. Hello, Lee. How you doing? Alistair, the loading bar is not off. It was something that I put together myself. I take pride in that bar. Eel, welcome in. How you doing? Kyroon, hi. Mitch, hello. Jeez, there's people here. How good is this? How good is this? So, I'm gonna explain how this is all going to work. So this is our session 0. What we're doing is nobody actually has a class. Everyone has created their character that they're wanting to play. From there, their decisions that they make today, the people they talk to, the roles they succeed, the roles that they fail, at the end of the session, they're going to be assigned a master for them to learn from, to apprentice. We'll then have, between now and the next session, a time skip. During that time skip is when they are doing their apprenticeship, learning the basics of their class, so that at session 2, which would really be session 1, I suppose, they're level 1, they have their starting skills, and we can continue on. This is an idea that I've came across years ago, and I've wanted to implement it for a very long time. So I really hope that the 5 people that are joining me today and you guys really enjoy this start. So, without further ado, we can start. Oh, I guess a little bit of housekeeping first. Same sort of deal as always. I'm not going to be reacting as much to chat. I will when I can, of course, but I want to make sure that I'm giving a really immersive experience to the players that isn't being interrupted by responding to things. There's no redeems, as you probably have noticed today as well. So I hope that you all could just enjoy the story, listen along, talk amongst yourselves. All the dice rolls in chat are still operating, so you guys can do whatever you want. Any mods in chat, more than welcome to run some polls throughout the night if you so wish to. But yeah. Shall I read through our start and then introduce our players? Okay. So this adventure starts like all the rest, with a half-orc yelling at a group of green adventurers over how they could have failed such a simple mission. At this same time, though, thousands of miles away, the sun is just beginning to rise over the city of Alderloft. A rickety cart rolls along the road, being careful not to hit any rough patches in its way. The man sitting on the cart is holding the reins to 2 donkeys, who are pulling him and his cargo along. Keep on going, girls, not long to go now. The man is taking his time. The spices he picked up in Veemanport will fetch a good price in the capital, but it'll do no good if it falls off. Bump. Ooh, found one. He bounces over the lump in the road, and he could have sworn that he heard something. Someone. Getting old. Been on the road too long. Could have sworn I heard something. He rounds the corner, and the walled city of Alderloft comes into view. Not a bad place to stop, eh, girls? He whips the reins forward to his donkeys to pick up the pace, and makes his way to the front gate. A mug of ale and a warm bed'll do me good. Now, Alderloft, while it is called a city, is on the smaller side. It has a modest keep at its centre, surrounded by various shops and houses, divided down the middle with the trade district in the west and the residential in the east. For its size, many people visit every day, with Alderloft being a midway point between the port city of Veemanport and the capital of Rustabar. Due to its location, people from all different walks of life have settled down, giving Alderloft the nickname the Melting Pot of the West. Because of this, you can't go 5 feet without a Dragonborn trying to sell you a steaming bowl of curry that will knock your socks off, or a dwarf telling you that your axe needs sharpening and he can do it for a fair price. On this morning, however, as the town begins to open up for the day, the shops open, the inns begin to fill empty out with workers. 5 lucky souls are going to have the course of their lives changed forever. And here we have those 5 souls. Hello everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
How exciting is this?
Very.
Everyone pretty happy
Yeah, I
and
guess.
excited?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
mean,
puckered up and
yeah.
excited.
I'm very sweaty.
Mia, so
haven't-
laid back
We haven't
over
had
this.
a countdown all day today or anything like that.
No, not at all.
On the hour.
On the hour.
On the
Been happening for like the
Every
last
hour.
3 days. So, shall we start this off? Shall we introduce Gimbal?
Oh, why does it have to be me first?
Because you're in the top left-hand corner.
Why did you have to put me there?
So, Gimbal, 1, tell me who you actually are, and then tell us who Gimbal is.
So I'm Rathian. I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen me around in chat. I do occasionally stream sometimes. I'm going to be playing Gimbal, the gnome engineer. And
No,
do I
read
read
your
my-
story.
I read my
Just wanna
story?
Read through your introduction to Gimbal.
Sure. So, born to a family of renowned engineers, Gimbal inherited a deep passion for the intricacies of mechanical contraptions. From an early age, he was captivated by the sights and sounds of Alderloft's bustling trade district. The narrowing streets lined with shops and workshops filled with the scent of exotic spices and clang of hammers resonated with his very being. Gimbal's parents, both skilled engineers themselves, owned a reputable workshop in Alderloft's trade district. They crafted magnificent clockwork devices that enchanted and delighted the town's inhabitants. Eager to follow in their footsteps, Gimbal spent countless hours at their side, absorbing their knowledge and perfecting his own mechanical creation. As Gimbal honed his skills, he became an integral part of the town's bustling atmosphere. Known for his knack for repairing and inventing, he was the go-to gnome engineer for both residents and visitors alike. Whether it was a malfunctioning steam-powered cart or a clockwork automation in need of fine-tuning, Gimbal's expert touch and innovative solutions earned him a reputation as a reliable and talented engineer. One fateful evening, after an exhausting day in the workshop, Gimbal felt an irresistible pull towards one of Alderloft's lively taverns, unaware of the profound impact that awaited him that very night.
Ooh, ominous. Very nice. So that is Gimbal. Let's
me.
go with hang on. Wait. I've left someone off the list.
It's me.
It is actually. I need to one second.
The first person,
that's
the
awkward.
first person to put forward their backstory and what they look like gets forgotten.
How about for now, not Nori, how about you go?
Oh, hello. I wasn't ready. I am Mia, merely Mia, or also known as No Mia. You can't do that. My character is Nori, and obviously I don't usually look like this, but I am cosplaying Nori. Woo! So Nori is a Triton, which is basically a mermaid, but without the tail. And yeah, I shall read the Nori story now. Nori, a young Triton of only 21, had always felt overshadowed by her accomplished older sister, Kailani. Kailani seemed to effortlessly excel at everything. Everything their parents had hoped for, even marrying into a noble family. Meanwhile, Nori was consistently reminded to settle for whatever opportunities came her way, as if she would consider herself lucky to even have those. Although Nori was loved and cared for by her family, the affection she received gradually waned as it became clear that she wanted to achieve anything extravagant like her sister. Feeling overlooked in their bustling household, Nori sought solace in the highest reaches of their underwater city, Talis. She spent her days basking in the sunlight that managed to pierce through into the depths, often dozing off in its gentle warmth. One fateful day, Nori lost track of time and found herself late for dinner. Curiosity got the better of her as she peered through the window of her family's home, only to discover that no one had even noticed her absence. In a large family like hers, it was easy for the middle child to be overlooked, but she never expected to be forgotten entirely. Disheartened, Nori sat on the edge of her house with her feet dangling over the deeper oceans. She reached a breaking point, realizing that if her family could forget about her, then she could forget about them too. Determined to forge her own path, she swam closer to the surface, patiently waiting for a fishing boat to sail by. When one finally appeared, she clung to the bottom of the boat with her hands, watching as the city faded into the azure expanse. Upon reaching a bustling port city, Nori cautiously emerged onto land, attracting curious stares from the surface dwellers. Merfolk rarely ventured above the water, and she could now understand why. The world was filled with strange colors, shapes, and intense brightness that initially overwhelmed her senses. Squinting against the harsh sunlight, she ambled towards a moving cart and perched on its ledge, not caring where it headed as long as it took her away from her former life. Eventually, the cart led Nori to the midway city of Alderloft, where she followed a crowd of people into a lively tavern, and it was in this bustling establishment that her new journey truly began.
Well,
The end.
hey, lovely.
I'm out of breath.
Oh, look at this. It looks as though... Oh, there's another character there that was totally there from the start.
Yay! Who is this young man?
And D.
Hello, I am DCG. I also stream, frequent this channel, and Judge would like to touch my skin. I will be playing Remvar, a human variant that has a little bit of a backstory, and his last name is Youngguard for some reason. He does not know why. He was just born with that name. So, Remvar was raised in the bustling town of Alderloft after having to flee his homeland once a plague had stricken the land and taken his mother. And growing up in Alderloft, he's realized that it was such a huge hub for adventurers and explorers just passing through from the capital to the port and back again. His father, Gareth, had once been an adventurer himself, but after a string of misfortunes and near-death encounters, he decided to retire from the dangerous life and settle down to open a general goods store in Alderloft, Youngguard's Wares and Goods. Growing up surrounded by tales of heroic deeds and daring escapades, Remvar developed a deep fascination for the world beyond the town's borders, listening wide-eyed to his father's stories and engaging with numerous adventurers who frequent their store. He dreamt of one day joining their ranks and embarking on his own epic quests. Despite his fervent desire to become an adventurer, Remvar lacked the fundamental skills needed for combat. While his father possessed some basic knowledge, he never taught his son the art of fighting in fear of losing his son as well. Remvar was left feeling frustrated and uncertain to how to pursue his dreams. Undeterred by his lack of combat prowess, Remvar decided to focus on another aspect of adventuring that intrigued him. He spent countless hours studying maps, reading books on ancient civilizations, and learning about the diverse creatures that inhabited the world. In the meantime, Remvar would help out at his father's store, assisting adventurers in finding the supplies they needed for their expeditions. This allowed him to experience adventurers up close, witnessing their camaraderie, their strategies, and their remarkable gear. He eagerly listened to their tales, extracting valuable insights and advice, even though he couldn't put them into practice himself against others. With every passing day, Remvar's yearning to become an adventurer grew stronger. He knew he couldn't rely solely on his father's tales or snippets of knowledge he gathered from customers. Determined to find a way to overcome his lack of fighting skills, he planned on seeking out adventurers in Alderloft who might train him, but where to start?
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And now we are going to go to Drac.
Oh shit. Hi, I'm Drakai. You totally haven't seen me here before, as I frequently play games with our illustrious dungeon master, and even stream myself. Imagine that. Yeah. So tonight, and through this campaign, hopefully, I will be playing Duke, the full-blooded orc, which we'll find out what his class is. And Duke's little snippet of backstory goes like this. Air. He needed air. His limbs weren't responding again, panic setting in, blood in his throat. With a cough, dark arterial blood spurted out and sprayed the alley wall. With a rasp, his lungs drew in air and blood. He hauled his body off with pure will, allowing the rest of the blood to flow out of his mouth, and he coughed. It had been months since his last episode, but the hit he took to his spine rattled him more than normal. No amount of ale could remove the pain. He hauled his shoulder pads on and fitted the strap across his chest. He was running late for a fight. Samur would surely cut off his supply now. He stumbled out of the alley, taking a moment to get his bearings. Thwomp! A hard, well-armored figure slammed into him, sending him sprawling. Fuck off, drunkard. I thought orcs were supposed to be honorable. The Goliath spat at him with a smirk. The mountain of a man was barely phased and continued to saunter off, laughing. With a snarl on his face, he entered the tavern, just another run-down shack in the slums, which is surprising as he knew the owner had the coin for repairs. Finally decide to grace us with your presence, Duke? Samir mocked from behind his bar. Duke stalked to the bar and took his usual seat. Whom am I fighting this early? He growled. Samir poured him a glass of his namesake, leaving the bottle. Some young merc who thinks he can take my prize fighter. I got a new batch of angelic Duke for you if you clock him in one round. Samir patted a crate behind him. The brand logo of a noble human with a halo atop his head smiled at Duke. Point me at him, boss. I'll have him down by the first 30 seconds. Duke stated without taking his eyes off that smiling human. He's over by the door, right side. Samir leaned in, a predator's grin on his face. Duke turned on his stool and saw the Goliath from before.
Nice. And last but not least, we have Jazz.
It's me. I am the Jazz Like Onion. I have been here before, many times before as well. I stream mainly on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, usually starting at 2, sometimes at different times. Today, I will be playing Lau Craw, who is we don't know yet. This is the little story of Lau Craw. Today started out like any other day. Scream at the sun, scream down the chimney, scream at the two-legged things, eat some food, find a place to sleep. After performing the usual rounds, making my way to the place that had funny colors, one of the two-legged things threw a bunch of colorful liquid all over me. Now I thought this was very rude, so I proceeded to yell. But this time, instead of random sounds, I could hear words of this being's mouth. Lau Craw. Lau Craw? What could that be? Could it be my name? No one has ever called me anything before. And why could I suddenly understand this man? Well, best be heading off, but I can no longer fly. And I'm now a lot larger. As the day progressed, things started to piece together. I can now understand the two-legged beings, as well as my previously fellow crow brethren, but the two-leggeds now refer to me as Kenku. I mainly introduce myself as Lau Craw seeing is that is what the first man yelled at me. After this sudden growth, I've had to stick to the streets and alleys rather than the trees I'm used to. I've had to cover myself with robes and steal, beg, and threaten for every meal. Sometimes people offer me a place inside, but I miss the trees with my friends and being able to fly the sky, seeing the town from the air. This was only one day, so we shall see what day 2 brings.
Awesome. So that is our new band of adventurers. So no one really knows one another yet. You might have crossed paths every so often, but there's not a knowing who each person is.
That's a
So
huge
how we-
fucking bird.
Hmm?
That's a huge fucking bird.
It's a big bird. What's a bird doing?
What the bird doing?
So how we're going to start this off is we're going to go through what a typical day is going to be like for everyone. So who would like to start off with their morning? All of a sudden, the sun's risen.
Shoddy not.
Remember, what does a day start out like for you?
I open my eyes.
Great. That's a good start. It's a very
I'm-
good start.
I'm lying on my back on the wooden bed with hay and some blankets and whatever you have in a type of bed like this. I get
A
up.
rough knock comes at the door.
I quickly jump up.
Bremba, shift starts in an hour. Get up.
I'm looking out to the small glint that is a window and think, I can't even see the sun yet.
Hurry up.
Get out of bed and chuck on me clothes and me things and a big stretch and oh god, okay, yep, another day, another sail. I go out of my room and look down the hall and see what has to be done first.
So you look down the hall and you can already see your father starting to head downstairs.
Go down and get the fire brewing for morning breakfast.
No time. Bread's on the counter. Take a piece out front. We've got customers already.
But I just want slop.
Bread. Get working.
Okay, yep. I grab the bread off the table and I start having a little chew on it and I wander over the door and pull the latches across to get it ready for opening and peer outside. People already open up the door and good morning, good morning. What can Young Guard's finest wares do for you today?
There's a rather large Goliath standing out the front, full plate armor, holding a rather large bag.
Are you looking to buy or sell?
Sell.
Ah,
Latest
good.
adventure. Loot. Need coin.
Wonderful. What have you got in your large bag there? Quick.
Do we
don't-
trade outside?
No. Duck in through the doorway and come in and let's have a look at the counter and see what you've got.
He has to literally duck to get inside. He's a very, very large Goliath. He wanders over to the counter and starts emptying out his bag. 4 longswords, 3 sets of
Ooh.
leather armor, 1 breastplate, 2 axes, a few quarrels of arrows. How
quite a
much for this?
quite a collection you've come across here. I assume it wasn't any difficulty getting some of this.
Bandits.
Ah,
Small
bandits.
fry.
Ah, excellent. Oh, Remvo would know the cost, but D doesn't.
Be 20 gold all up that you can offer him.
Let's see. You've got all the swords. This could be. Oh, it's a little bit. How about 15 gold?
15. He looks around the shop and sees it. You don't really have many long swords on the shelf. You need swords. There's none here. 20 gold.
Although we do need swords, we're gonna have to do quite some repairs and cleaning off of this. Well, was this your blood or theirs?
I don't bleed.
Ah, their blood. Interesting. Regardless, we're still gonna have to do some maintenance on the equipment here, and I'm not even sure if this breastplate would still fit anyone.
Give me a persuasion roll at advantage because that was very convincing. Oh,
Well, luckily, that's an 18 and a 1. So 18.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Oh. Did you already nat 20?
Maybe.
Wow.
Huh.
I don't have my overhead cam.
Oh no,
set.
and I've got proficiency in it, so it's like 19. Fuck.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
He looks at you and goes, 19.
19 it is.
He sticks his hand out and sort of shoves the stuff forward on the bench.
I count out the 19 and 5, 5, 5, 4, yeah, and put it in a small bag and drop it into his hand. He's rather large hand.
He grunts rather not upset, but not very happy that he had to haggle. Tell your father I'm a fan. And he turns around and walks out.
You had another fan today, Dad.
Another one.
Yeah, another one. You could have made a name for yourself, an even bigger one.
What do you know, son? And he wanders off.
Apparently nothing.
Lovely. And that's Remvar's morning. Just more of that. Tending the store, cleaning up. He eventually goes and makes him something in the kitchen when there's a bit of a slowdown of customers. Who would like to go next?
I volunteer as tribute.
I was gonna say, don't all jump up at once. Geez, you gonna play a game or not?
Well, I was just making sure that nobody else had any ideas or anything like that. But I'm more than happy to go next.
All right, Lau. How do we play this out?
So, as the sun is rising, Lau has been up for probably a good hour or two now. And after watching this mountain of a two-leg go into this obviously too small store, Lau decides to wander down the street a little bit, see if he can find some breakfast.
Excellent. So what are you particularly looking for?
Yes.
Did a fucking bird just walk past?
Lau is very not picky. Mainly looking for the best sort of meals that he gets is usually from the restaurant a couple of doors down. They usually have lots of leftover. They throw a lot of what he thinks are sheep and what he thinks are chicken, usually mixed in with some like garlic sauce and sweet and sour and some potatoes and stuff like that. Not dissimilar to what I have on my desk right now. So that's what he's looking for.
You find none of that. Ash, take it off of him.
Ash has got one of her own.
So you... Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Ooh, a stealth roll.
Yeah. Because it's bright outside, it's daytime, and you're trying to get around the back of a rather reputable business to rifle through their trash.
I got 17.
Yep. So you managed to sneak around the back, where they've kind of just tossed the food out the back, and there's a bunch of cats out the back here that are now rifling through the food.
Now, one thing that Lau has learned is back when he was a crow, he learned that he needed to stay away from cats. But Lau is a lot bigger now. Lau can take on the cats. So having seen the cats and remembering all the times that these felines had attacked him and tried to eat him, Lau decides that one of those cats are going to be his dinner because fresh meat is better than rotten meat.
Meat's back on the
Wow.
menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to need you to give me another stealth roll because you are going to be. I'm going to assume you're doing this like sneakily, like you're not just going to like.
Yeah, I'm going to try sneak up as close as I can get before trying to either like claw them with my feet or like peck them with my now big beak compared to when I was a crow.
Cool. Give me.
I
stealth
got
roll.
a 8.
8. Okay, so you start hopping towards, still kind of having that bird brain of yours, like, okay, I can't just, you don't walk. You're a bird. You're going off instinct, and you start hopping along, but not understanding your legs don't actually do that well with that anymore, and you should be walking. And you kind of stumble just slightly, and all 4 cats stop eating. Their heads poke up and turn around and see this massive bird there. 3 of the cats immediately jump out of the way. They're up on the wall, up on the roof, and they're gone. This one particular cat that's actually the closest one to you, it's not that quick.
Oh, I'm fucking going for it, boys.
It's also a fairly ratty looking cat. Rat cat, yeah, anyway. It doesn't look like this will be its first fight.
Meat.
You may make an attack roll first.
Yes, I will do so. So as I can see this now, slower cat, I decide, you know what, fresh meat's fresh meat. I'ma still have a go. I rolled a 10.
10. Yep,
Mhm.
fantastic. It's a cat. You hit the cat. Are you pecking or are you scratching at it?
I'll scratch first. So I'll try like almost lunging towards it with like my lower feet to try and like scratch.
Yep.
Mm.
So you do hit it, but you don't do as much damage as you think, and you realize that you've kind of not got the same sort of claws as you once did, but you do connect, and it actually, you knock it against the wall, kind of stunning it a little bit. And it actually doesn't get to do anything because it's stunned. You may make another attack or do what you wish to do with this cat.
Now because I am a smooth brain, but do Kenkus have arms or do they have hands?
Yes, you got hands and arms.
Okay, cool. So upon almost like remembering, oh wait, I'm bigger now, I go to try and grab this cat by the scruff of the neck, as I've seen what some of the other 2-leg people have done before. Apparently, if you can just grab a cat by the scruff of the neck, it stops moving, and that's going to make it a lot easier to eat.
Excellent. Yep. So you reach for this stunned cat and pick it up, and it immediately goes as it starts making noises being picked up.
Oh no. As soon as it starts making noises, I try to peck at it to kill it.
Okay. Those with weak stomachs, please turn away.
Lee, ban him.
The unspeakable thing happens, and your belly is now full.
Ooh. Lau is now very happy because this, like, the reason Lau was so desperate, this is the first like major meal that Lau has had in weeks. It's been a hard couple of weeks trying to work things out, and this was a big victory for Lau. So it's very, very full, very filling, and he washes it down with some of the potatoes which are there.
Excellent. As Jazz begins to just chew through his food.
Mhm.
Fantastic. And the rest of the morning, you just wander about, screaming down
for
chimneys.
the rest of the morning, into Lau sort of gets out from behind the shops and stuff like that, and sort of just observes people. Sort of sits by the sidewalk and just is watching and trying to learn what other people are doing and stuff like that. And he's reminiscing of the time that he used to be able to fly and do the same thing.
Yeah, people walk past you and they're incredibly confused because they've heard of these creatures but have never actually seen one. So you're getting a lot of stares as people kind of walk past.
For the most part, Lau sort of just ignores them because he knows that if he tries to like talk or interact with the two legs much at all, he's more likely to get hit with a bat or have something thrown at him than he is to actually like get food or like have some form of interaction. Like the best way he learns is just by watching.
Later in the morning, you notice that there's something similar to you starts walking past. And when I say similar, it looks like an animal that is on two legs. As you look at its face, though, you notice that it's a tabaxi.
Oh,
A tabaxi, which is basically the cat version of you.
mm-hmm.
And it kind of walks past, looks at you, and then just hisses at you and doesn't appear too happy.
Remembering what I did earlier that morning and knowing that this tabaxi is a little bit too large for little old Lau to attack, being only, what did we say, 5 foot? Lau is small.
Mhm.
Like, he's bigger than a cat, but he's not that large. So he knows he needs to find someone a little bit larger. And he remembers there was a very large person go into a little tiny building before. So I'm going to start, like, not looking like I'm running in that direction, but definitely moving with haste back towards the shop to try and find the really large person.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Who's next?
I suppose I can go next.
Excellent.
My camera.
So Gimbal has been in the workshop all night. He's been poring over his blueprints, trying to figure out how to improve the efficiency of this steam-powered cart.
Is this an internal or an external workshop?
This is an internal workshop.
Yep. No worries. So, and this is at Switchthorn Spannerworks?
That's the one. This is his family workshop.
Excellent. You hear a bell ring. That's usually out the front of the shop.
Oh my, a customer. Yes, coming. Gimbal rushes over to the door.
Standing in the door is a halfling. Kind of just... Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
They're just sort of standing in the doorway, just kind of like looking around at all the things on the walls and hanging from the roof and just really kind of looking lost.
Oh, hello, friend. How can I help you?
Oh boy, where am I?
My friend, this is Switchthorn Spannerworks, the best engineering shop in all of Alderloft.
Wait, so we're still in Alderloft.
Yes, this is Alderloft. Are you okay there, friend?
I think I blacked out for a second. What do you do here?
My friend, we create and we fix everything.
Oh, you make things. What?
Are you okay, friend? You seem a bit disoriented.
Well, I was just walking and thinking, God, I could really do with some breakfast, and then all of a sudden, when I came to, I was standing here.
Gimbal kind of ushers him inside. Can I offer you some food, friend? Something to drink, a cup of tea, maybe.
You do that? You You make food here?
I can make you something, I'm sure.
Huh. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Yes.
They walk into the workshop and it's all there's a lot of clatter around. So Gimbal kind of starts pushing through all of the mess and all of the gears and all of the springs laying around. Over here, friend. Come. Take a seat.
As you turn back
Yeah.
around, the halfling is lifting something off of one of the walls.
Please don't touch. Please don't touch. Gimbal rushes over and kind of pushes his hands away.
What does that do?
That, my friend. That's a gear. You know gears?
you know gears? You know gears? No. Is it magic?
Magic. No, my friend. This is a mechanics.
That's different to magic?
Oh, absolutely, my boy. You see, these items, they interconnect and they move.
Interesting. Huh. And he's kind of just like looking at this gear that you've kind of got. Can I use it?
Gimbal kind of takes a step back. Absolutely not. Please do not touch anything in here. Come over here. I'll make you a cup of tea.
He reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a small coin pouch. Can I get something with this? This is interesting. I want to buy from you. What can I buy?
What do you want, friend? We can make anything you could ever dream of.
Something that can make me breakfast.
Something that can make you breakfast.
Your mom.
Gimbal kind of rushes over to a stack of books and starts flicking through. Yes. Curious, yes.
Curious. Very curious.
Ah, yes. How about this, my friend? Gimbal rushes over with a book. You see, this is a steam-powered cooking machine, you see?
Steam. He kind of like leans in. He goes, my friend, this is a book.
Yes, but look at these drawings. Look at these blueprints. You see?
They can make me breakfast.
Absolutely.
And how much?
How much of what, dear boy? How much breakfast?
How much breakfast?
Well, for a lad your size, I would assume it's enough breakfast.
You don't know how much breakfast I can eat.
Gimbal just kind of chuckles.
Very well.
Judging by
And
your stature, not too much, my boy.
he drops the bag of coins kind of like on top of the book. Goes, I'll take 1, 2. How much does that get me? There's about 150 gold in there.
150 gold. Gimbal kind of ums and ahs. With my current connections, I think I could do you one breakfast machine with this gold.
Sold. Now, where's my actual breakfast?
Your actual breakfast.
You said you had food.
Ah, yes. Come. This way. Gimbal ushers him over to a little fire in the corner. Tea, my friend. Would you like a cup of tea first?
I would love a cup of tea, thank you.
Gimbal pulls a teapot off the top of the fire and pours this halfling man a cup of tea.
The halfling goes to sort of like looks around and goes to sit on the engine that you were working on earlier, thinking it was a chair.
No, friend. Please don't sit there.
I'm just
Gimbal.
taking a seat. This is a very, very fancy chair you have going on here. I can sit.
No, friend. That's much too expensive for you to sit on. Gimbal rustles through some
It
material.
costs to
and
sit
pulls
on a
out
chair.
No. You see. This is created with the finest gears in all of Alderloft. Any damage would be very, very bad. Very bad. Yes, very bad.
Wait, so this, and he points at the engine, is made of, and points at the gear on the wall. That.
Yes, friend. This contains those.
Oh, this is all a little bit too much, I think. I'll have some tea, but then I really must go.
Gimbal pours him a cup of tea and pulls out a chair. Here, you sit here.
He takes a seat and picks up a book and starts flicking through the book. I don't understand any of what this means, but the tea is fantastic.
Now, breakfast. What do you want?
I'll have eggs. If you got to have eggs, I will love to have some eggs.
Eggs. Oh, absolutely, my friend. We have some eggs. We have some bacon as well, if I can interest you in that.
Just the eggs, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Gimbal starts rustling through some more junk in the corner and pulls out a container of eggs. Scrambled, okay?
Can I get you to make me a... We've got a survival check, I think, for cooking.
Survival, sure. 15.
Ooh, very nice. Yep, you're able to make passable eggs. I mean, really, the halflings just like food, so they're happy to eat anything that isn't kind of burnt or rotten. So he sits there, he eats his eggs, he drinks his tea. Now, when will this breakfast non-magic machine be ready?
Wait here, my friend. Let me have a look. Gimbal kind of walks over to his book of clients and reads through it. Yes. My friend, I think about 2 weeks. 2 weeks we're looking at, friend.
I shall hopefully return in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Can I just grab your name, please, friend?
My name seems to have escaped me. Just put it down as man who ate the eggs, and I'm sure it'll be right.
Gimbal writes down Eggman. Then gives him a confused look. You can't remember your name. Do I need to get somebody to help you?
No, I'll be back in 3 weeks to get my breakfast machine, and I shall see you then. And he turns around and just wanders on out. Thank you again for the coffee. And out the door he goes.
Absolutely, friend. Take care. Gimbal turns around and goes back into his blueprints.
Dearie, who was that? As your mother rounds the corner.
Mother, that was just another client. A small halfling man. He wanted a steam cooker.
Oh, how lovely. I do enjoy a good steam cooker. And you go back to making your
Breakfast machine.
So you're making an engine now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. You go back to making your engine. Is that how you spend the rest of your morning?
Yeah. Absorbed in my works.
He
in my
sounds so
tinkering.
sad about that. Yeah.
I think the interaction just kind of confused him a bit.
So the two
I
store
wasn't.
workers at the moment are just highly depressed.
Yeah.
Stuck in retail.
I mean, if only something came along that made them want to
Not be
leave
sad.
home a little bit. Oh, if only.
I think Gimbals is very preoccupied in his works.
Remvar grabs a sword. I'm ready.
mean-
Let's go.
Meanwhile, Lau is taking care of the stray population.
Yeah. All right.
Alderloft
Nori
has
or
too
Duke,
many
who's
rat
next?
patches.
Well, we know where I am, so it's up to you.
So,
Who do you
would
prefer,
s-
Judge?
Well, Duke, would you say that you're pretty much passed out from the night before?
Yes.
Yep. Excellent. Did you want to leave it as that, or have you got other stuff you'd like to do for the day, or?
I'd like to wake up.
Yep.
I think.
You don't.
Roll a d20 for me. Roll a d20 to wake up.
That's literally how Samazan works, by the way.
Yeah. What would Duke like to do?
So I'm pretty sure Duke's eyes just shoot open. He sits up, has a look around. Is he in an alley again? Where am I? What are my surroundings?
There's a whole bunch of cat fur
Dead
that's
cats.
just like strewn around the place. You seem to have like got like a whole bunch of some sort of food's been kind of like thrown out and it's slowly leaking sort of into your trousers.
Ew.
He picks it up with his hand. Does it like? What does it look like? Some sort of meat?
It's like
Oh,
a
shit.
stew with like
Stew? So
yeah.
so there's nothing substantial. It just looks like I pissed myself.
So it's kind of like it's been thrown sort of beside you, so it's kind of, you know, gone
Okay,
across the
splattered.
ground and is seeping into the
Yeah.
side of your pants.
All right. Duke sort of gets two fingers and just scrapes it through the stew and puts the fingers in his mouth. Tastes like shit. And stands up. Do I recognize what? Have I passed out here before?
You recognize the building. You have been past here. It's somewhere that you wouldn't probably frequent. It's a bit sort of higher class sort of place than I guess Duke would go into.
So I walk through the back of the store, going towards the front door.
Hey,
I can get
hey,
in
what are you doing in here?
You have a cat problem.
The only problem I see is that you're walking through my kitchen.
I just keep walking.
He like grabs a wooden spoon and just starts chasing you, like, "Oi, get out, hey!" And he like starts tapping you across the back, just, "Oi, oi, oi, get out of here!"
I'd say like midway through the store, I just sort of stop as he's just like peppering my back with this wooden spoon, and I just turn. Are you done?
Finally, the chef kind of actually sees who you are, and just don't do it again, all right? Get go.
He walks out.
Why are they from New Jersey?
I thought they were Italian.
Get out of here!
Remember
Same
the
thing.
half and half.
Yeah, 1 and 1 beer.
How long is it gonna take for me to get back to the shack bar?
Not very far.
Cool.
It's still in the same sort of neighborhood. Like Alderloft is a city, but it's not a very big city, so yeah. So
Cool.
it takes you probably another sort of hour of kind of just sauntering through town to get there.
Cool. I get that.
And so you come to. Did you ever name the bar,
get
or
there.
can I chuck it?
You can-
Chuck a name down.
All yours.
Yep. So the Bull and Boar Tavern is where you frequent.
Yep. Bull and ball.
Is it bull in or bull and?
Bull and Boar,
Thank you.
2 animals, a bull
Ah,
and a boar.
I gingerly open the door, as I've learned before. If I come at it too strong, it just falls over.
So chairs are on tables. No one's behind the bar. It's too early for this place to be open.
I saunter behind the bar, see if I can find any angelic duke for me to drink.
Yep. What was the name of the bartender again that you had?
Samur.
Some more. So you hear some clanking around in the back. I can't remember what voice you did.
That's all right. Make your own. It's fine.
Duke,
I
is
can
that you?
expect- Yeah. Any fights today?
I'll check the book, but you stay out from behind the bar. You know it's too early.
Yeah, of course. What time is it?
Are you still going for a drink?
Yeah, of course.
Yep, good. Give me a sleight of hand check.
All right. That would be a 16.
Brilliant. So you are able to score 2 bottles of Angelic Duke. There is a case of them there, but you reckon you're able to sneak 2 of them out just to kind of like get them out past some more.
Yeah. Cool. I grabbed the 2. Sort of.
You'll have to speak up. I didn't hear that.
Any fights today? As I like sort of use my yelling to shove them down my pants.
Probably not till a lot later on. You know how things are during the day.
What time are we at?
It's early. Usually too early for you. What happened?
I don't know. Kaffa. Someone spilled stew. It tasted like shit. Why is all the food here taste like shit?
Jeez, you're a harsh critic.
There's a reason for that.
What did you say about my food?
Yeah, I said your food's adequate.
Give me a... Is it deception or persuasion? I don't know.
Deception, I think.
I'd say deception with disadvantage because
For sure.
Samua would know that he's fucking lying.
Give me the rolls then. Oh, Christ, you better roll really crappily.
I rolled a natural 18 and a natural 20.
Wasted rolls.
I know.
I mean, I rolled a 4.
He'd be worried. This is really out of character for Duke.
You know, the wife does try.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. You
Wife?
insulted his wife's cooking.
I thought
You
it was one of your
monster.
mistresses.
No, this one's the wife.
Mm. She's speaking to you again, huh?
Mm.
He sits down in his chair and just, as he's sitting down, he pulls out one of the bottles as he can't wait and just pops it open.
Some more comes around the corner. What is some more, by the way?
I'd say half elf.
Half elf? Yep.
Yeah.
So he comes around the side and he's doing the typical like bartender thing, like cleaning a glass.
Yeah.
He looks at you, looks at the bottle, stops what he's doing.
I left it here last night, I think. Feel it. It's warm. It's not cold.
I'm going to get you to do another roll for me. You know that, right?
All right. Yeah. Deception again?
Deception.
This one's a 5. Fuck.
We reversed our rolls. I rolled an 18.
Oh, nice.
Give me the other one.
He stands up and sort of shakes it out of his pant and hands it over.
his piss pants.
On second thought, just leave it corked for a little bit, please.
I said they were warm.
Oh.
Look, just take a seat in the far corner. I'm still cleaning this place up.
Far corner. Mm.
You can come
He
back to your
drags
seat
his
later.
stool.
Just go.
He takes the stool with him.
If you weren't as good at what you did, and you
That's
just
why
like
you pay me the ale.
picks his glass up that he kind of put back on the desk and wanders back out the back. Just don't make a mess. And is that what Duke does for the morning?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Man's done both bottles within an hour.
Very well. Nori,
That's me.
that is
So-
you.
Nori has slept in the town water fountain. She likes sleeping in water, so it's very comfortable for her to sleep there. She's woken up by a coin being thrown in, and it like rippled through the water, so the vibrations woke her up. So she sits up straight, looks around, and it's just kind of clueless. She's like, "Yep."
You hear a very
Nice.
high-pitched scream as there's a mother and their child that are looking into the water as you sort of surface. Mummy, it worked, a mermaid!
Nori turns to the little girl, and she just peers over the edge and stares at this little girl, looking at her curiously.
Look, I wished for a mermaid, and the wish came true.
Nori reaches like her little slimy hands out of the water and like towards the little girl, like almost ET style.
The mother quickly like just pushes the girl behind her and like, we're going to go home now, and just kind of shuffles her off.
Nori just doesn't understand. She just
It's like, what?
puts her the fuck. She just puts her head back in the water and swims around in circles.
Is that all that Nori does for the
For the
morning?
day, I mean,
For the day?
sometimes she'll get out of the fountain and like press her face against the window to look in buildings, but other than that, she mostly just hangs out by the water, pressing her face against windows.
Cool. All right. Shall we get to nightfall?
Sure.
Excellent. So, as is always good with a D&D party, we are going to split the party straight off the bat.
Yay!
Joke's on you. It's already split.
And that's how it's going to stay for a little bit. So we have two locations happening at the moment. We have the Bull and Boar Tavern, and we have the streets of Alderloft. In the Bull and Boar Tavern, people are starting to come in after their day of work. There's food being passed around, mugs of ale. It is a fairly rundown place, as Duke would know, but it's one of the more popular places for people to spend the night after a hard day of work, play some games, tell some stories. So Remvar, this is a favorite of yours because there's always adventurers coming in. There's always people that are willing to share where they've been, what they've done.
Hell yeah.
Gimbal, you've spent most of the day trying to get this bloody engine to work, and you just can't seem to figure it out. And for some reason, you don't know why, you're just getting this tug. This thing you can just feel pulling you to this tavern.
It's got that draw.
Awful.
So, inside the barmaids are running around, serving their patrons drinks out of large wooden tankards, and one passes by Duke.
I take whatever drink. Is there Angelic Duke on? Is it like
It's-
a platter, or is she holding drinks?
Just kind of, they kind of like hold several together through by like the handle.
Yeah. Any angelic in her hands?
It's all just in tankards, so you can't tell where it's come from.
Need a hand.
I know what you're trying, Duke. She kind of like looks around, is like, all right, just one. She kind of puts it down in front of you, winks at you, and keeps going.
Hey, yo.
He starts drinking. Does it taste angelic?
Ooh. It does, but very watered down. Samor is a very shrewd barkeep.
Yeah. That's why Duke goes for the bottles.
Yeah, and he knows it.
Yeah.
The barmaid continues going and goes past a table of old men who are engaged in discussion about the outcome of the War of the White Oak. One older dwarf stands up and slams a fist on the table. The elves, they fucked this up and shot the wrong general. It was clearly meant for General Altara. She was meant to fall first. But no, a stray arrow took out the wrong person in the wrong order and fucked us all. At the mention of General Altara, Remvar, your ears prick up.
Picked up. Yep.
Give me a history check.
General Voltaran. Yep.
Voltaran. It is depending on how well you roll.
Yeah.
Rolled a 10 plus 1. That's 11.
Excellent. This guy clearly has no idea what he's talking about.
Right.
So, Altara was not even in this war. She was a general in a war 100 years after the War of the White Oak.
Okay. I interrupt and go, you know she wasn't even in that war, right?
Actually.
Yeah.
Actually,
She was actually in a war, in wars about 100 years after the War of White Oak. So, you're wrong.
All four dwarves are sitting around this table, all look in your direction, and then up at you. Boy, what do you know?
Well, I have this book back at the store, and it's the history of of that war. Well, it covers many wars, and the War of White Oak never mentions her, but it mentions her about 100 years after what you just spoke about. My history
He
books.
spits on the floor, and you hear this, "Oi, clean that up." Boy, your granddaddy's granddaddy wasn't even in that war.
Well, probably not. But in the book that I have, says
Book.
you're wrong.
Book. Books are pointless.
And where did you learn this knowledge?
He's a very, very old dwarf.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So where did you learn this? Looking at his.
I heard this
Well-
from my father who was there.
So you heard this story about 300 years ago?
What are you getting at, boy?
Are you sure you can remember what your father said 300 years ago? I know dwarves often have good memories. But
He
did
lifts-
your father have it right?
He lifts the tankard, drains the rest of the beer. How do I want to do this?
How close is this happening to me?
So it's the barmaid passed you to get to this table.
Okay,
So
so
you'd
like, they're
be
right
there.
next to me. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm like my ale's already done, and I'm just like watching this dwarf.
Yep. Boy, you have one chance before I swing this tankard.
Hey, shit, fuck!
Jesus.
No damaging the property.
Kind of looks-
How tall's Duke?
Big.
7 foot.
So, for reference, Remvar's like only 5'8" as well. And
Yeah.
so there's me looking up at this orc and then looking
And the
down at
dwarf
this dwarf.
breaking his neck.
Yeah, the
well, I'm
dwarf's
like,
literally like looking up at Rembar and then has to like look up further to see you.
because I frequent this bar quite often, I would know Duke as an acquaintance.
You Sorry, go on.
You would know that Duke is basically the only security needed here and the only entertainment needed here.
I sit down.
The dwarf does not. Oh, what?
Or you'll be in the pit. Care to show me what 500 years of short leg can do?
Kind of looks down, looks back up at you. I'm too old for this shit. He turns around and sits down again.
I look at the other dwarves. Any other takers?
Can I get
I
another
thought
ale?
not. Short tempers and short spines.
Ooh.
Sits back down.
Damn.
Like 300 years each. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll beat up an old man. I don't care.
Elder abuse.
Yeah, they got like 200 years left.
Oh,
If they're lucky.
Gimbal, you walk in through the front door.
So Gimbal walks over to the bar and, hello, down here.
Ah. Hang on a minute. I think I know you. You're Dipple's kid, aren't you?
That's yes, friend. That's me.
Ah. Yes, Dipple. Ah.
Lovely
wasn't she
nipples.
You can kind of just see like the this isn't Simor, this is another barman just kind of like stroking his beard going, yes. Yeah, you're my what'll it be?
Gimbal just has a really big smile on his face. Just one small ale, please. Just the smallest cup you have, please.
Small. He kind of like looks around and picks up the exact same tankard that everyone else is drinking out of. Where
He was about to
a
get sloshed.
where a one serving size only bar.
But friend, this is half the size of me. How am I supposed to?
I mean,
How?
you could sit in it.
Can you at least carry it over to a table for me, please?
Kind of looks around and puts a straw in the top. Does that help?
Oh, very good. Gimbal like picks up the tankard but carries it with both hands and starts like sloshing it around as he walks over to a table, struggling to carry. Yeah.
As you're sort of struggling with it, one of the barmaids that are kind of wandering around, picks up both you and the tankard and sits you down on a table.
Aww.
How kind. Thank you.
I've got you, little man. All good.
Gimbal sits at a table and opens up one of his blueprint books and starts tinkering with a small mechanical contraption.
Awesome. While all of this is happening, outside, there's a
Oh, God.
noise, Nori. There's a noise. It's happening
Wow.
outside of your
Pond.
your pond, your little fountain,
My house.
your
Fountain.
home. There's a noise, a
No.
bit of a murmur.
Nori peeks her head up, so her eyes are just out of the water, but the rest isn't.
There are 3 shadowy figures that have crouched down in front of the fountain.
Are they
They're
looking
talking
at
amongst
me?
themselves. No, they're kind of like backs to the fountain kind of thing. They look as though they're sneaking.
Can I listen to what they're saying?
You may. Right. So you remember the plan, right? Well, the others ransack a few of those buildings and create that distraction. It's our job to sneak into the keep, find that book that he's after, and get out. The one that's next to him goes, yeah, I know. What does he want with some dusty old book anyway? And don't forget, extra pay. If we somehow managed to kill the Baron, extra pay. Can we even do that? Is that even possible? The first one's like, yeah, look, it'll be tough. But you know what? If we pull it off, we'll never have to make another job like this in our lives.
Shit.
And they start kind of sneaking around the fountain. Lau, can you give me a perception check?
Lol, that would be a 3.
Oofed.
Ooh.
The bird is
So-
clueless.
You see
got a
some
bird brain.
like shadowy blobs kind of moving around the fountain. You're not quite sure what they are. You didn't hear anything, but they're not normal.
Look, Lau is not stupid. He knows shadowy blobs at night. You don't fuck with them. You stay the fuck away from shadowy blobs. So I'm gonna pretend I saw absolutely nothing and sort of just like look around some of the taverns and see if anybody's gonna get thrown out or anything's being thrown away. Pretty much.
Very well then. All right. So night progresses along and people start leaving the tavern. Left at the end of the night, there is, of course, Duke, who's kind of waiting for the time of the fight.
Mhm.
Sumar comes up to Remvar and throws him a cloth. Kid, you haven't drank a thing all night. If you're going to hang around here, at least clean some tables down.
Could I have an ale?
Son, how old are you?
18.
You don't look it.
Well, when has that ever
Def-
mattered to you?
Definitely 18.
I'm definitely 18.
Definitely 18.
Fine. Duke, just make sure he doesn't get drunk.
Just the
Yep.
one ale, please.
Will do.
Gives you a tankard. It is quite clearly more watered down than it normally is. And keep cleaning those tables.
But I ordered something.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, kid,
Mm.
don't drink that shit. Give me that shit. Here, take this one. And he pulls out another bottle he grabbed during the day, and pours it into the tankard. There,
Oh.
drink that.
Well, okay.
He
And
swigs from
thank
the
you
bottle.
thank you for before as well. That was
You know, it's just
useful. I don't know if I could have gone up against 4 dwarves.
that shit.
Oh,
Just,
okay, thank you. I take a sip.
It's like, so the first hit is like a sweet honey, and then it sort of like bubbles on your tongue, and then it warms down the throat
Ooh.
and
Oh.
leaves you feeling like sort of warm and cozy all
Th-
over.
This is quite nice.
You
Oh.
explaining the drink or yourself, Drac?
Hey, yo.
The drink.
Oh, just,
For now.
this is quite nice, Mr.
Duke.
Mr. Duke. Thank you. This is very nice, and I'll take another sip, and a bit bigger than the first one.
So while all this is happening, so this little lovely exchange that's going on here, I hate to interrupt this, but yeah, you two can bond. Yeah, Gimbal, there's stuff going on around you. You've got no idea what's going on. You are so engrossed in this book and sipping from your little straw that's sticking out of your tankard that you don't even notice when 4 figures start coming down the stairs to the upper level of the tavern. 4 figures that are dressed in black leather,
Hey,
Three
yo.
of which that are holding loaded crossbows.
Oh shit.
All right. I want 2 things, the one in front says. All your money and directions to the keep. Give me these
And
things quickly and you won't wear a bolt through the head.
Did you say that loud enough for me to hear?
Yeah. There's only the 4 of you left in the room.
Listen, shithead, where do you think you are? Does this place look like it's got money? Do we
know,
look
but-
anywhere near the keep? Fuck off out of here. You and your fucking men walking with loaded crossbows. 4 shots, that's what you've got. Until I'm
Fuck
on
outta
you.
here.
So Gimbal hears this and he kind of pops his head up and notices the crossbows. He jumps off his seat and rushes over. What? Wow! What a beautiful contraption! Who created this?
What the fuck?
Who made this for you, my friend?
Let the child in.
When did the
Oh.
gnome get here?
My friend, I've been here for hours.
Just all of you, shut up. Right, you. And he points to the one off to the left. See what that big one has on him. So he walked the one that was on his left walks right up to Duke. Oh, bye, D.
Sorry, 1 second.
His camera's a bit stuttery.
And he plants the end of the crossbow up to your chest. Whatever you got, give it.
He swings his left. Does a 16 hit?
Oh, it hits.
Lovely.
It connects right to the jaw of this man holding a crossbow to you. And he immediately just flops to the floor. So you've just clocked him right across the side of the face.
Yeah. And I dash towards the others.
Ooh.
Gimbal rushes over and grabs the crossbow and starts inspecting it. Interesting. My.
The mechanisms!
Mechanisms, they're great.
They've got gears. You know gears?
I fucking love gears!
That's just
So-
Gimbal. He's obsessing
so
over the
gears.
crossbow.
This is
Oh my
great.
god, the lever strap, the lever itself. Oh my god.
As you're launching yourself towards them, the other 2 that were holding the crossbows fire off.
Mhm.
One shoots over your head
Mhm.
and strikes a bottle that was behind the bar.
What bottle?
The other one lands right in your shoulder.
Okay.
That's
Guy's
fine,
like,
but
tell me what bottle it was.
What ale?
You see in slow
Um,
motion as this bolt is going for this bottle, and there's this man with a halo above his head on the label,
With a big grinning smile.
and it just goes,
Right through the man's face.
and the bottle explodes.
Yeah, the bolt doesn't slow him down at all. He takes it, grunts, and still continues moving.
So as that exchange is happening, Remvar, what are you doing?
I'm still sipping this tankard and kind of looking at the action now, kind of a little bit worried and with my back pressed against the wall.
It's like you're watching a movie.
It's like the pages are right in front of me.
Wow, it's like that play my father took to me about 10 years back.
Okay, so Duke,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I give the next person a right. And it's a natural 1. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Too much drink.
Brilliant.
Oh, fuck.
So you swing for the one that was on the right that launched the crossbow bolt at the bottle, which obviously, it shattered, right? The bottle
Yeah.
that you really, really liked.
Yeah.
There's now less. It's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
in your rage, you completely missed hitting this guy. You've overshot your punch and it kind of stumbled forward. The man that was in front, who was essentially the leader, he was calling the shots. He himself doesn't have a crossbow. However, he does have a weapon. He pulls a short sword from his belt, and he lays a cut across your arm. Not a very deep one, but he still scores you one. This is pointless. All right, let's go. And they start just racing out the door.
Is the one I hit still on the ground?
Oh, he's out, dude. He's
Cool.
yeah.
Beat him up more.
Start just laying into him. He's on the ground.
Make porridge.
I sort of take a few minutes to breathe. I look at the cut and it only now starts to like dribble a little bit of blood. I sort of go to stretch my shoulders. I look down the bolt. Right. Is it pointing out or is it still like lodged in a bit?
It's like sticking into your shoulder, so you can kind of grab the bolt if you needed to,
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah. I sort of pull out the bottle from my pants, walk over to the stool, sit down. Hey kid, you any good with knots?
A little bit, yeah, actually.
Good. Tie up that prick on the ground for me.
Oh,
I take a
Okay.
swig and then pull the bolt out.
Ooh. Owie.
Hmm.
Yeah, me, you doing okay there?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
A little bit too much angelic juke, have we?
oh, oh.
Renvar, give me a sleight of hand to try and tie this guy up.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to fucking do this.
Oh,
Does this work?
Okay, I wonder
No,
what's going on
doesn't.
No.
here. Oh, look, it's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh.
It's just not working now. Oh wait, maybe if I start virtual, for fuck's sake.
There you go. Now it's working.
It's an 8.
Ooh. Yep. So, you're like, yeah, I got this. You tie his hands and feet together in a lovely little bow.
Oh.
Yay!
That's fucking funny.
Gimbal, are you still like...
So at this stage, Gimbal's like sitting on the floor trying to dismantle this crossbow. He's very curious, trying to figure out how it works.
Can you give me a... Yeah, I'll go sleight of hand as well on this one, I think.
Sure. That is a 10.
10. Yeah. So you were smart enough to remove the bolt from the top before you started fiddling with things, but you do actually like hit the trigger and it kind of like dry fires the crossbow.
oh,
Um,
bad.
Can I get Duke and Remvar to give me a... Ooh, what kind of saving throw would this be?
If we're dodging it, dex.
No, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Cheeky.
12.
10.
10. You both pass. You both notice that it didn't actually fire a bolt, but you kind of like tense up thinking that something happened, so you realize that no, it was just Gimbal sitting on the floor there, bolt in one hand and
Sure.
unloaded crossbow in the other.
Gimbal just looks up. Oh my! I'm very sorry, friends.
Duke like flinches and then like takes a big deep breath and turns around.
Oh,
Careful.
I thought you shot something.
All right, so while this is going on, Nori, what do you do? Mia.
Wakey, wakey.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I asked, are the men away from my pond?
They've
My
started moving
fountain.
away. Yep.
Nori just like slithers out of the pond. making as little like ripples or splashes as she can.
Just the image of that, of just like
Onto the
Ugh.
floor.
Does Lau notice this?
Give me a perception.
Oh, apparently. 18.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely see something emerge from the fountain.
Swamp monster.
Upon seeing this, Lau thinks it's a fish and starts to like run over to the fountain.
As Nori sees a giant bird, she flinches and presses her back up against the fountain. She's never seen such a big bird before.
I'm assuming I wouldn't know what Nori is.
No.
All right. So upon closer, like getting closer to Nori, I can obviously see that Nori is not a fish.
I guess so.
Well, not a fish that like I think is a fish that's edible. Because how tall's Nori?
She's middle sized. I don't know what that is, but medium.
Taller
So-
than 5 foot.
I assume so. Yeah. I'm
Okay,
calling
so
Nori
Nori-
5'6".
Lau notices that Nori is bigger than he is, so maybe not wise to try and eat this one.
Oh wait, how tall is Lau?
Like barely 5 foot.
Oh my
Okay.
So
god.
he's a bigger fish.
He tiny.
A
He's
small.
small boy.
2 subs could fit between our characters, Jazz.
When Nori sees that the bird is like not approaching at such haste anymore, she gets up and like squints at the bird. Oh, sorry, Lau. Sorry.
The bird.
The bird.
Lau, same. You're
we
not
just-
a fish.
Nori just tilts her head and she looks at her hand and presses it to her chest and says, "Nori."
Lau. Oh, sorry. Lau does the sort of same with his like feathered arm hand. It's like Lau.
Nori puts her hand on Lau and goes, "Lau."
Lau puts his hand on Nori and goes, Nori.
Nori takes his hand and just starts pulling him towards the men, like following the
Yeah.
men.
Why did I put the two people that can't talk together?
Oh,
Upon being tugged at first, Lau sort of like resists a little bit, but upon realizing that Nori's not going to eat him or hit him, he sort of like lets her drag him along a little bit.
Awesome. So where are you dragging him, Nori?
Nori's following behind the men.
Yep. So you can see that they are heading towards the center of the city, which happens to be where the keep is.
What is this keep?
What is this keep?
What is a keep?
A keep is where the Baron lives, so it's like the center point. It's like a castle tower
Castle,
sort of thing.
yeah.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so this tied up man that's in the tavern starts stirring. Ugh. What hit me?
Who the fuck are you?
Mm. What?
Come on, shithead.
Where's... And he kind of like, his eyes just spring open, realizes that he's kind of tied up. What happened? Where are they? Who are you? Let me go.
They left you. I knocked you on your ass where you belonged, and they left you.
They left me with you.
With me.
They said this was an easy job. They said it was an easy job. Just get in,
Who did?
get out.
Hey, look at me, kid.
What? Huh?
Who said it was an easy job?
The boss.
the boss's name?
I don't know. Look, I'm just a mercenary, man. I don't know. I'm just trying to make a quick buck.
I'm just
Why
sitting there
did
still
you-
sipping my tankard.
Why were you after the directions to the keep?
We would. It's look. Don't kill me, man. I've got a family, dude. Like, can you just let me go? I'll leave. I'll never come back here.
Insight check.
Sure.
I rolled a 4.
As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Duke pulls a knife out from his right boot. Listen, why were you trying to rob this place?
I told you,
You-
man.
you-
It was quick money here. We then gotta get a book from the library or something.
From the library.
It's like black with a feather on it. I don't know. Just let me go. Come on.
Can I roll a
You've-
history check to see if
History?
book
If you're trained in
sound, yeah.
history?
I was gonna say, oh, what book are you after?
Yeah,
While you're rolling
that's
that, I
better.
need to get my book so I can tell you what book potentially is.
The encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia. I got a 12.
So it's
Alderloft
50
equivalent of the
shades.
Yellow Pages. Ooh.
Cool.
50 Shades of
It's actually
Alderloft.
50 Shades darker.
I mean, you got to find the first one still.
Hmm.
They didn't know it was what's the word?
Trilogy.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You almost there.
Triage.
Yeah,
I didn't know it
triage.
was a triage book. This is how you give mouth to a man.
Hey, yo.
Oh, mouth to beak.
Hang on, that's not the right one. I got the wrong book.
mouth to sausage.
Sausage.
You men.
Men,
Sorry.
we don't know what we did.
It's called. Well, okay, so you know that it's called the Raven Manual.
Mm.
Ravens.
Hey, kid, does the Raven Manual sound familiar to you?
Am I gonna history check this?
You so wish to.
Okay.
Nice roll, by the way.
Ooh.
16 plus 1 is a 17.
No.
Ooh, boy.
Damn.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Do you know what they want with the book?
Look, we give them the book. I get money. I go home. I get drunk. I mean, I don't know. Please, just let me go. I'll go. Just.
Does he have any other weapons on him?
Yes, he also has a short sword at his hip.
Cool. I walk up to him all menacingly and I lean down and I like reach for the sword, pull it out.
I'm sorry.
How many more of you are there?
You pull the sword out and it is rusted.
Oh,
This thing was like freshly leather wrapped handle. The sword itself is just for show.
what the fuck?
Look, dude, I can't afford this. I'm a mercenary. I'm here to get coin. I can't afford good shit.
How many more of you are there?
There's a handful.
Give me numbers, man. First, I don't get the time of day. Next, I don't get a count of people.
He kind of looks between you, the fist, the sword that you're holding.
I snap my fingers again. Focus.
As 6 others.
Cool.
Thanks.
Cool.
I walk behind him kneel down and I grab his hands and I say, you need to pick a different job. And I slice off his pinky and then cut the ropes.
I thought you were gonna say penis. I was like, oh,
Not
With
his
the-
penis.
With the rusty
Shit.
sword.
He
Where's
just
his
starts
dick?
screaming like, ah!
I kind of take like 2 steps back and have a little bit of a jolt.
This is a real world, Remvar.
I take another sip of my tankard.
You feel much better. The anxiety sort of goes.
From behind the bar, Suma kind of like pokes his head up. You're making a mess.
Oh, you can clean it up. You
So,
almost got robbed, dickhead.
Well, what do we do now?
You, nothing. I look at the other two. You boys busy?
But picture a child playing with Lego gimbals sitting on the floor with all of these crossbow pieces like scattered around him, trying to fit all of these different parts together, completely oblivious to the rest of
This
Well,
humongous to you
I'm-
hand comes in front of you and like snaps.
Hello?
Hi, you busy?
I'm a little busy, friend. How can I help you?
You want more of those crossbows?
Parts. Yes, absolutely.
I know where we can get more.
More gears, more parts.
Yes,
Excellent. Yes.
more. All the gears and parts you want.
Show me where, friend.
Good, you follow me. I look at Remvar. Coming.
Already
Yeah?
came.
Good.
Sure.
I walk up to Remvar, take the tankard, and like finish off whatever he's got left.
How much is left?
I'm gonna leave that up to Drac.
No, that's up to you.
You've been sipping
How-
away at that, dude. You say
yeah.
how much you've been drinking.
How large is this tankard?
Um,
Well, I've been
think of it
sipping.
like a liter stein sort of thing. Like it's
There's like-
hefty.
There's like maybe a gulp for me, but a sip for Duke.
Or
Duke like kicks his head back, expecting more. Sort of like shakes it. I'm impressed. And
It was good.
He walks
Remember,
out.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Was that a hiccup I heard? It was good.
Use the tracer.
It's 4.
Ugh.
My friend,
Uh-huh.
Dutch Courage, you were like all for this. You're like, let's do it.
Yeah,
We got
I'm in.
this.
I'm in. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
It's past my bedtime, but who cares?
This
Don't tell my
18-year-old's just like,
dad.
Father's gonna kill me, but this could be it.
This is my moment.
Awesome.
I take my newfound allies and go seek revenge.
Okay, so what I need is Duke. How long have you been in Alderloft for?
Oh,
In fact,
I'd
everyone
say-
give me a survival check. But Duke, how long you been in here for?
I'd say a year, long enough to like get myself a name in the city.
Okay. So would you say you've been here long enough to in the dark know which way to the keep?
Yes,
Okay.
because I've had to walk in the dark back from the keep.
Yep.
And I rolled an 18.
Remvar's been here since he was 4, so 14 years.
Yep. And you rolled.
A 14.
Ah, okay. Yep. Gimbal?
I rolled a 7.
Cool.
That checks out. Gears, more fucking gears.
Yeah.
We
Nori?
need beers.
I rolled a 16.
Yep. Lau?
I rolled a 16, but got a 17.
Cool.
Twinsies.
So you all actually converge on the same point at the same time. So because Juku rolled highest,
Mhm.
you were able to actually hang on a second. Lao,
Yeah.
we're moving our way through the city.
Yeah, but I'm being dragged by Nori.
Okay.
I'm reluctantly following my new friend
Okay.
Nori.
So you all
Not
converge
new
on the
friend.
same point at the front of the keep.
Mhm.
There's that fucking bird again.
Who the fuck are you two?
Oh no.
Nori just looks at the giant man, puts her hand on her chest. Nori.
Lau follows suit and goes, Lau.
Nori.
Nori.
Lori. Oh.
Uh-huh. Let me guess, you're following some dark leather clothed people.
Nori just tilts her head
Mm.
and blinks.
Lau points at Nori and goes, Nori.
Duke like smiles, and like you can see when he smiles, his lower lip sort of like comes down, and as if there were tusks, but where there should be tusks, there's just like flat bits of teeth.
Ooh.
Huh. Interesting. Are you friend or foe?
Nori looks to Lau. It's like she understands, but she can't say what she wants to.
Lau looks Duke up and down and repeats in the exact same voice that he just
Mhm.
said, friend.
What the fuck? All right, let's go.
So standing in front of you at the door to the keep are 2 guards.
Mhm.
No, they are not brightly coloured, and no one hasn't pissed himself.
Evening. We have it under good authority that some people are after a book in the library.
Nori tugs on
Library opens at 9 a.m.
Nori tugs on Duke's sleeve, and she just kind of like gestures, like that across the throat thing. She does that to Duke.
Ooh.
Duke looks at Nori, looks at the guards, and like puts his finger up to the guards. 1 second, and like kneels down so he's like face to face with Nori.
It's like
Goes,
addressing a small child, like getting down on their level.
yeah. You want me to kill the guards?
No, Nori shakes her head. She's like, no.
Oh,
But
someone's going to be killed.
and then she nods her head.
Uh-huh. Someone in the keep?
Nods her head again.
Is little Timmy stuck down the well?
Shakes her head.
Okay, all right. Not little Timmy. Lucky.
No,
Is it
no.
Little
someone?
Nori stuck in the fountain?
Is it
Undruly
someone of power?
nods her head.
Hmm. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check. I got a natural 20. All right.
You know everything.
Yeah. Duke stands up and looks at the guards. I have it under good authority that not only is what was the book name?
The Raven Manual?
The Raven Manual going to be stolen, but the Baron is in grave threat.
As soon as
Give-
Lau hears Raven Manual, he just repeats Raven Manual.
Duke looks at him again like, what the fuck?
Because you're repeating in like exactly the same voice
Yeah.
as Duke
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. Can I get a persuasion roll? Thank
Sure.
you, Duke.
That is a 16.
Ooh.
You ain't it, son.
Fuck off, Orc. Come back in the morning.
Okay. All right.
Can Nori walk up to the guards and tug on their outfit?
As you get close, the guards who are holding like long pikes just kind of like tighten up on the pike, and it kind of angles down a little bit.
Don't do that. Don't be stupid.
Nari looks at this spear and like looking at it, very interested.
Back away, citizen. Return to your home.
Nari points to herself. She's like, "Huh? Me?
Nori?
Nari? Question mark."
The keep is open between the hours of 8 and 5. The library is open from 9 a.m. till 5. If you wish to rent out a book, you may come back then.
Nari looks at the group and points inwards and just looks at them until they answer her.
So who's trying to answer you?
Any one of the group, like the four boys here.
I kind of just my drunken self still like trying to catch up and points to my chest and goes, Remva.
It's like swaying. Remva.
Remva.
Okay. Just these two gods. That's it.
How would Lao have been near the keep at one point or at multiple times? Like, is the keep easy to be near?
It's the largest building in the city. It stands in the middle. It's the most important building. So you would have probably seen it from afar. You wouldn't have ever gone inside.
Is there like alleyways or something like that around, like places where Lao would have frequented?
Not around the keep itself. There is
Okay.
a path that goes around the keep though.
Yep.
Is there more than one entrance?
Oh,
There's always three.
you may possibly go and find out.
Hey, quick thing before we wait until the morning. Do you know you're the only gate guards, right? Clearly, you're doing such an upstanding job, right?
What are you getting at, friend?
Just asking a question.
We're the only guards on duty.
Cool. And he throws the dagger at one of them.
Oh, I mean, give me an attack roll, but oh,
Oh.
15.
15. What are you aiming to do?
To knock him out.
With
Well,
the,
like I don't want to kill him.
you're wanting to
I-
knock him out with
okay,
the pointy
listen.
end of a dagger.
Listen. I want to incapacitate him. Make him think about his life choices. Or at
How
least
does one
wound
incapacitate
him,
somebody with a dagger?
or at least listen.
You can throw daggers so that the hilt hits them.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm picturing is you've pulled your dagger, you've kind of like flipped it around, holding it blade first, and
Yeah.
have gone to like
Yeah.
whack him with it.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
15.
15. Yeah, you managed to hit and at least stagger one of them.
Yeah, cool. Because I would like to follow up with a fist.
Sure.
Cool.
To the chest plate, to the leg, to the nuts, to the face. What are we talking here?
To the face.
To the face?
That's a 17.
Cool. You plant a rather meaty fist straight into his nose, and he crumples to the ground. His friend, however, is still standing. There's two of them, Duke.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he immediately levels his pike at you. All right, who are you lot? His friend isn't bleeding or anything, so he's not too concerned. He's got 5 people just standing in front of him.
Nori puts her hand on her chest. Nori.
Listen. To me.
As
We're not the threat here.
Yeah.
as Duke says that, Lau like flurries his feathers and rushes this guard down.
Like a chicken.
Rembar does the same.
Chicken
Rembar
attack.
goes to run and tries to tackle as Lau shoots off as well.
All right, so you two give me attack rolls.
Fucking, we're not the threat here. Boom, boom.
Lau doing the
I
I love
rolled.
that his mic peaked and just cut off then.
I got a
Uh,
A
14.
10 and a 14.
Yeah.
and a 14.
Yep. So
24.
yeah. Ooh. So Lau, you've kind of like rushed him to kind of like getting at his legs. As Renvar, you just come in and like essentially tackle the guy from the top.
Yep.
So he isn't incapacitated, but you just can't do anything. You essentially like grappled him. The two of you are just
Sitting on him.
Can I wait, did he fall over?
yes.
Can I start to like go for his eyes with my beak?
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Lau doesn't want to pass up a free meal.
Ew.
All right, give me
No.
an attack roll.
Unless someone wants to try pull me off, I'm eating this man's eyes. I got a
I'll-
6.
I'll let you try and then I'll pull you off.
I'm too drunk to realize that he's trying to eat his eyes.
But while this is all
So-
happening, Gimble's just kind of muttering, oh dear, oh no, oh my, oh my.
So, Lau, you don't get his eye, but you do manage to make a bit of a gash across his face.
Oh shit, the bird's gonna fucking eat his eyes. I like pull back the beak, look at the guard, say, sorry, you should have listened, and grab his hair and slam it down on the ground
Oh. Give me an attack roll.
with advantage.
Yeah,
He's
he's
prone.
grappled, so
Yeah.
yeah.
17.
Yeah, he's knocked out.
Are
Grab
you
the
still
weapons.
holding me back, or can I go for the eyes again?
No, I'm holding your beak shut,
Okay,
and I like
okay.
I like pull you to me like these are friends, not food.
How much time has passed since I finished the drink? Well, finished my last sip.
Probably
How long does it
like
take to get from the
half
slums
an
to the
hour.
keep? Yeah.
Not very long.
Not very long, but okay. Yeah. So it's like I'm kind
Yeah.
of peak drunk right now.
Let's just say the alcohol content in the Angelic Duke is like a VB stubby.
Oh, what? Yeah, but my constitution was a 4, so I'm like kind of
Yeah.
just I'm pretty shattered
like-
because this is like the first time I'm drinking.
He's
Yeah.
he's like punch drunk at the moment. He's like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting this, we're
Yeah.
doing
It's
this.
like,
Let's
yeah.
go, come on.
I'm like
like-
excited.
For a stubby, it's a lot, but like
Mhm.
compared to liquors, like no.
Yeah, but first time drinker.
yeah, first time drinking. Woof.
Oh god. Yep, so both the cards are knocked out.
Cool.
One's got a new gash.
Ew.
Hmm.
It's
gash
not
on either end.
it's not enough to actually like make this dude bleed out. So he's not gonna die. He's just like bleeding and unconscious.
Duke picks up his knife and like searches them for any other weapons aside from the spears.
Yeah, so they've just got the 2 pikes, and like a belt knife.
Who's good with pikes? Don't all speak
I've-
at once.
I've never
I
really
mean, my
had a
mouth
weapon.
is still being held closed.
Yeah, I look at you. I let you go.
I can take it.
All right. He hands one to Renvar.
Lau sort of slowly moves towards the unconscious guard.
Ah,
Uh,
bad bird.
I
This bird.
He walked away.
I'm kind of like doing some practice jabs with the pike.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, easy boy. Easy.
Like not near anyone, but I'm doing like practice jabs.
Okay,
You can just see me like on ding 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 ding. Yeah.
Gimbal, you doing okay?
So Gimbal like kind of reaches out for the other pike. Can I hold this?
It's like a child.
Yeah, do you know how to use it?
I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can figure it out.
So does
Yeah,
anybody know
20.
how big a pike actually is?
Yeah.
Large.
Aren't they
Very.
like 8 foot?
So
They're taller than a human.
Gimbal grabs the pike, but as he takes the weight of it, he kind of falls forward. Oh dear!
I got this,
Oh my!
Duke hands it Gimbal his knife. You take this, I'll take the pike.
Oh.
Much better, much better. This is much more my size.
Yeah. Pointy end into the person.
So the dagger gets handed from Duke, and Gimbal takes a longsword.
Jesus.
We now continue.
I can hear D's cogs working.
Yes.
Okay, where do you want to go now? Like the guards are incapacitated.
In.
In.
Okay.
As we walk past the guards, I kind of put the pike on the ground and like slide one of their helmets off and put it on.
Yep. So you now have just like one of those like conical caps, like
Yep.
the metal caps.
Yep.
Sitting on your head.
Sure.
Awesome. So inside the entrance to the keep, give me a perception check.
All of us.
Everyone.
Oh,
Everyone
fuck's
who
sake.
wants to know where they are actually going.
I got a
Whoa.
natural 1.
11.
I got a
You're just
5.
hanging about, Nori. You're just
No,
glad
he's
to be
just
there.
like building.
I got a 4.
Lau's no better.
Lau's just like, I wonder where that guard is.
I'm hungry.
I have to take a child outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You got 11. Cool.
I got a 5.
Put me on
5.
autonomous mode.
Gimbal?
I got a 12.
Oh, thank Christ you got higher than 11. Good. Okay. While the others are kind of just like milling around in what looks like a lobby area, you get to see a sign that says "This way to library."
Interesting. Gimbal kind of ushers to the rest of the group. This way, this way, this way. Library, come.
Come into the unknown.
Gimbal's kind of like muttering to himself as he says this. Come, friends, this way.
So don't you all like rush to follow him or anything?
Yeah, I follow.
Lau follows if Nori follows.
Nori grabs Lau's hand and follows, and points to Gimbal and says, "Baby."
Lau looks at Gimbal and says, "Baby," in the same voice, and then follows along.
Gimbal kind of snaps his head back around. Baby! Oh, I'll have you know I am 65 years old, thank you very much.
Nori says, "Baby."
Oh, thanks, Jazz. I was about to do that.
Gimbal starts muttering under his
Hi,
breath.
Ellie.
"Oh, my goodness.
Nori happily walks along after them.
Awesome. I'm assuming that Rembo will probably just follow along as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So you follow the signage that leads you to the library. You're also following like the muttering of people ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
You then hear, "What are you doing here?" Followed by some more muttering and then a "Get off of me! What are you doing? Help! Guards! Guards!"
Duke starts running.
Gimbal follows along, but his little legs can only take him so fast, so he's kind of trailing behind, trying to keep up.
Nice.
Lau remembers these words and sort of just like
off me.
doesn't
Get off
want to
me.
get like too far away from Duke because he's big and didn't want to crush him immediately, but he's also very reluctantly like he wants to get out of this place. He shouldn't be indoors.
So you all get to the big doors that lead to the library. One of them is slightly open. From inside, you hear what was a voice before is now just like a muffled.
Gimbal walks over to the door
I mean,
and
don't go
pushes
and
with
rush to
all of
save
his
this
might.
person or anything, guys.
We enter.
As you enter, there is the man from before in the tavern is holding on to an older man in what appears to be like a nightgown, with a gag in his mouth. Not that kind of gag. Get a chair, mine of the gutter, you lot.
Is it just that one guy?
There's the other shadowy figures pulling books off shelves and throwing them to the ground and continuing to search the bookshelves.
How many are there?
So there are like three. Oh, what you can see is three others plus the man at the front.
Okay.
What's the
Oh.
lighting situation like?
Not very good. Who does have dark vision?
Me.
Yes, sir.
I do not.
I'm a human.
Unless it's something that we forgot to add. Do Kenkus have dark vision?
But
Okay,
they're a
okay, so-
bird, right? Birds see in the dark.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's something
Hold on.
forgot to add.
Yeah, but birds don't also have hands, so
True.
True.
Gaz pecks the eyes to claim dark vision from someone else.
Oh
That's not the
god.
right one. It's not giving me the right one. Because we did we
The
didn't
new
use
Kenku.
Volos. Yeah.
Hold on.
The new Kenku.
I got the book. One sec.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not giving me the.
Oh no.
I'm surprised we haven't had any soundboards yet.
Bow, 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 bow.
Well, I'm
mean, who?
trying to remember basically everything that has been said so I can
Oh, make it for
use
next time.
Yeah, it's
Oh, nice.
Jazz, just clip, like get.
no.
Just
I mean like stuff that the guards say. I'm trying to
Right.
remember the specific words guards say so I can
No.
say them.
no
dark vision.
No dark vision. Oh, okay.
So that's Duke, dark vision?
Would you let me inherit it?
No.
Mia, no.
Fans, what are you gonna do for it?
I'm gonna say no for
Cool.
reasons.
Reasons? Yeah, cool. That's why I thought I'd check.
So we've got 2 that do, 3 that don't.
Correct.
Yep. So the ones that don't, it's candlelit at the front, so they can see the man in front holding the librarian. Spoiler. And the shadowy figures that are like throwing the books, but that's all they see. The others can see the actual people and everything going on.
You can see the patterns in his pajamas.
Upon seeing the shadowy robed person, Lau instantly moves into like the shadows to like hide almost.
Yep. Give me a stealth check.
I wonder what class Jazz is going for.
The sneaky one that pokes people's eyes out. 15.
You want to spoon them out so you can still eat them.
Slurp him up. Like
Why
dumplings.
spoon when beat?
Yeah, true.
Anybody else wanting to do anything?
Yeah, I go, hey, shithead.
Nori turns to look at him.
I look at Nori.
What are you doing with the librarian?
The man from before turns and goes, not you.
Yeah, me.
What?
I rush it. I rush
Who were
him,
the other two?
like,
Why is there 5 of you now?
5. Did I not get away sneaky enough?
Evidently not.
I said there's 5.
Your big ass bird. Inconspicuous is not your.
Just hear flapping like.
Does the
I
chicken
wonder what
run to
that
get
is.
away?
Does the chicken run?
What do you want with the book?
He blabbed, didn't he?
He did. He squealed like a fucking pig. And I gutted him like one.
Is that supposed to make me care?
Yeah.
He was he was disposable.
Duke, do you still have his finger?
Yeah, I do. I throw it on the ground.
Are we
That's
in the
all
library at this
that's
stage?
left.
You guys are in the library.
So Gimbal, a book catches his eye and he kind of just like separates from the group and runs over and starts reading this book.
Fuck. Fucking hell.
The
Someone's got fucking
librarian who's like
ADHD.
bounding and gagged sees the finger like flop to the floor, and you just see him go
Yeah.
Vomiting
as he
into
just
the gag.
throws up into the gag.
Oh, it's gonna come out his nose. Oh.
He's now like visibly choking. You can see him like
You might want to ungag him unless you want another body on your hands. I saw what you
What?
did to the 2 guards outside.
okay, deception roll.
15?
Followed by an intimidation check.
Do I get advantage on the intimidation because I threw down the pinky?
Yes, I'll give you advantage on that.
Yay! That's better than a 2. It's a 7.
Nice.
To be fair, the guy did already express his disregard for the other guy.
I mean, better than a 2 though.
Yeah.
Guards? What? All right, which one of you was it? And he kind of like turns to everyone else and go, right, who killed the guards? We said no bodies. All of them
I
stop,
used-
like throwing books around. He's like, and they all point to one dude who's sitting there flipping through a book. Huh? What?
It's Gimbal.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not Gimbal, is it?
Gimbal.
No, it's not Gimbal. Me? No, wasn't me. No. Your
I
pay's
used-
been cut.
I used the opportunity to rush the main guy.
Yep. Excellent. What are you doing?
As he does this,
I was-
Lau pipes up in Duke's voice. He went for his eyes.
Okay, let's do an initiative check for this.
Yeah.
Like everyone do give me an initiative roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say I follow the boy because I'm just like pike happy.
Huge. Natty 20.
Oh,
Oh, well, you are definitely going first then.
8.
6. Hot
Got a
jinxty.
Okay,
Nine.
sorry. So Duke is nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Gimbal
9.
9.
Technically, it's 21.
Duke is 21. Remember? 6.
Ellie?
Yeah.
Nori
6.
6.
6.
I had food in my mouth.
Lao
8.
8.
Amateur.
Excellent. No surprises here. Duke, what are you doing?
Yeah, I poke him with the pointy end.
Awesome. So are you
Is
like full on
Duke-
like leveling pike and running at him?
Yeah.
Excellent. Give me a roll.
That's a 9.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. That's a 7.
Okay, that's still okay. So as you're rushing at him, the guy just literally pulls the librarian in front of him,
What?
and you
Oh,
are
fuck.
quick enough, but not quick enough.
Yeah.
instead of running him through, you're able to like angle the pike down so you only get him through the leg instead.
Shit.
As he's like choking on his own vomit, he then goes as he's got this pike that's just been jammed through his thigh.
Oh. Okay.
Next we have old mate holding the librarian.
Bet.
So he kind of lets go of the librarian and lashes out with his sword. In doing so, he's put off balance because he's moved the person out of the way, still attached by the pike, and gone to swing at Duke and misses. And he calls out to his friends, "Just find the bloody book and get out of here." And so, yep, they are quickening their pace, pulling out books, throwing them to the ground.
Yeah.
Next, we have Gimbal.
Rightio. So upon realizing that the book wasn't actually what Gimbal was looking for, he closes it with anger and throws it as hard as he can at the man that was holding the librarian. These bloody
Brilliant.
elves and their books. I can't read this garbage.
Give me an attack roll.
That is 11.
Ooh, very nice. It clocks the man in the back of the head. Can you roll me for book damage?
Obviously, it's a D20. D20,
So,
obviously.
You've scored him in the back of the head.
D20.
Roll a
Roll-
D20.
No, it's not, book damage is not a D20.
It's a
What do you
big
for
book.
damage?
It's
You'd be
a
like,
huge
pick up all
book.
the books.
Well, it's a
Anything
huge
else you're doing,
book for
Gimbal?
Gimbal.
Like half the size of Gimbal.
Gimbal, you doing anything else?
No, that's it.
That's you? Fantastic.
That's me.
After Gimbal, we have got Lau. Lau, you're up.
So upon seeing the commotion and the now slightly injured and tied up librarian, Lau sort of like, he doesn't really know what to do, but he sort of starts moving towards the librarian a little bit. He's sort of just trying to be sneaky, staying away from where the people are fighting and just getting closer and closer to this impaired librarian.
Oh no. Okay. Yep. Great. Great. Remvar or Nori, who wants to go next?
Rembar can. Or
Okay.
gentleman. Hello?
You said Rem? Wait, I'm Remvar.
You're Remvar.
Ah.
So Remvar.
Yep. Anyway, I've got
Remvar's
He's
drunk.
Give him a yeah.
Remvar's drunk. So I kind of start because I don't really know what to do with this pike. I kind of just start running at the dude that was holding the librarian to try and stab him with this pike. Yeah. So I'm gonna roll. I've got the pike information in my lap as well.
Hmm.
It was a 10.
Yep. So you run it at the man holding the librarian, and you've kind of taken a leaf out of Duke's book and seen how he's kind of stabbing it at something.
Mhm.
And you score the dude holding the guy through a leg.
Nice.
Would you like me to roll damage?
Give me a damage roll, sure.
Okay, good, because it's 1d10. That's a 3.
That is a 3.
Woohoo!
Excellent. He screams out, "Ah, bastard!"
I've stabbed someone.
My
There's
head's
blood.
I'm bloody.
Nori, you're up.
Nori's just
He's
kind of
covered in vomit.
Nori's just kind of looking around. She's like, "Okay, this is how humans act," and she looks at the three guys. Since majority of them are just throwing books to the ground, she starts following suit and starts throwing books to the ground.
Oh,
And
why
just-
does the drunk have to be the competent one?
Nori, can I give me a percentage roll?
A percentage.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got 90%.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Thanks.
You're welcome. Enjoy my percentage.
Anything else before we move on?
She always just checks over her shoulder just to see if she's doing the right thing.
Awesome.
People still throwing books? Yep.
Duke, back to the top.
Yeah, make it drop. That's a wet ass pussy. Sorry. I pull the pike out of the librarian's leg. Go, sorry, and then I go to stab the guy through the gut.
Yep, give me a roll.
That is a 11.
An 11. Yep.
Yeah.
Give me the damage roll. D10.
A 4.
A 4. Fantastic. He drops the librarian
Nice.
as he's holding onto the hilt shaft of his of the pike that's sticking out of his gut, and just looks you dead in the eyes. Didn't see it going like this.
Bet you didn't see that
And
coming.
at the end of my turn, I yell to the others, "Get them before they get the book."
It's
And
actually a bit
that's
late
it.
on that one. So
Technically, this is the first round since the guy said it.
There's only been 6 seconds, thank you.
oh, well, it's the guy with the pike through the leg, pike through the stomach's turn, and he's making one last like lunge.
One last
I
hurrah.
think
Yeah.
Mia's having a stroke. Her eye was just.
Doing okay, Mia?
Yes, my eye tracking is fucked.
You don't
Stop using
say.
it.
So he makes one final lunge before he kind of collapses, missing Duke completely. Bloody orcs. And collapses to the floor.
Is it a sword?
See, that's why we killed him. He was a racist.
I feel justified.
You then hear from off to the side near where Nori is. I found it! I found it! As he picks up a book that's on the ground.
I knew it.
He
Gimble,
then
did you have the book?
immediately... Oh, this is all part of his turn, by the way. Picks up the book, pulls out a scroll from in his cloak, and goes, "Later, suckers. The reward's all mine." The scroll kind of ignites, and he vanishes.
What if we got to them before they found the book? Would that just be campaign over?
Not necessarily.
That's a wrap.
I have contingencies.
Plans within plans.
All the other robbers, thieves, what do you want to call them,
Yeah,
that are all sort of
yeah.
standing around and just like, scram! And they all just start like running. That's kind of combat over because they all just kind of like launch themselves out of
Shut up.
windows, and
Yeah.
if you're wanting to, you can maybe take a swing at one that's leaving like past you guys. They're dashing past you.
Yeah.
Well, I would have the reach, wouldn't I, with the pike?
If you wanted to take a swing at one.
I try and take a swipe at one.
Yep.
Wait, I'll do this better. As one runs past me, Remvar goes to jab a pike at them.
Come on now.
What have you got?
It's a 3. It's a miss.
Ooh,
The
no.
drunk man misses.
No dice. Anybody else as they're going past?
I'm gonna
Wow.
swap D20s.
Val's sort of starting to do like tugging at the librarian's like pant legs or whatever. You know how sort of birds tug at things with their beak. He's sort of starting to like tug at the librarian to pull him a little bit closer into the shadows.
Oh no.
Oh.
He's developed a taste of flesh. So they all leave.
Cool.
What next, guys? We're out of combat, so you can all sort of start doing stuff.
I go to the librarian.
Oh,
see
Jazz,
that
no,
he-
Jazz, put it down. Don't.
Bad jazz. Bad jazz.
Cersei, no.
Bad jazz.
um,
Life imitating art.
Ah, yes.
I go to like remove the gag from the librarian and see that he's like being tugged at by Lau. I'm like, Bird, no.
He sort of flutters off behind one of the what are they
So
called?
imagine
Shelves.
that, like that core sort of noise that you've been like shocked. You're like,
Yeah.
And I remove the gag,
Ew.
put the librarian on his side, and let him like
oh, everything just
Clear
like
his mouth.
spills out. Like you
let it
stabbed
out,
me.
let it out. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had you and sort of put him in front of you.
Gimbal pulls a small flask of water out of his pocket and rushes over to the librarian. Friend, a drink maybe, perhaps, and offers him the flask of water.
He does the old like swishel of the mouth and like spits it out to get rid of all the like vomit that's in his mouth.
Vile.
Remvar looks for a pot or like a plant pot.
Fuck.
There's a little succulent on a desk off to the side.
How big's the pot?
It's a
It's like-
succulent.
It's one of your little
Succulent,
tiny,
dude,
like, you know,
tiny.
you give it as a gift at Christmas sort of pot.
Like,
Does
you keep on your
Remvar see
desk at
anything
work.
bigger, bowl or pot shaped?
The globe
Um,
that opens.
No,
it's-
there's not.
No.
You, a couple of
Remvar
ink
runs over.
pots.
Remvar runs over to the succulent pot plant
Fuck.
and vomits.
Oh, okay. All right. Not what I thought he was
yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah, I thought you were going to help the poor dude.
No, I thought
No.
he was gonna piss.
So
No.
did I.
Yeah.
So you just
Um,
you let it go. Remvar is just like, whoa. Now, is this because of the drink or because of what's just happened?
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
You also
I
now
asked-
hear, sir, I heard some noise as two library assistants round the corner and start coming into the room. I heard something.
I
God.
stand up. I stand up and I say, "One of you go get the guards. One of you go get some bandages. There's been a
What?
robbery.
What happened here? Who are you? What?
Trust me. Go get the guard. Go get the bandages. There has been a robbery."
Persuasion.
Wait, 18.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll get the bandages. You go get the head guard, and they both kind of like and just like run off.
I look at the librarian and I say, "There's more than two guards, right?"
The barracks are down the hall.
Okay, good. Listen, what is Book of the Raven something?
Raven's manual.
Upon hearing Raven, Lau gets closer again.
Right, you're good at copying things. What was the name of the book?
Gimbal kind of chimes in. Yes, Raven's manual. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, the Raven's Manual. What would they want with it?
This library has a lot of interesting books. That may be one of them. I'll have to check the catalogue.
Okay, all right.
Quick question: what
he-
happened with the guy that got stabbed? Is he dead on the floor?
Yeah, he's dead on the
Oh
floor.
yeah, he did.
Hearing that, does Remvar reads a lot of books?
Mhm.
Can I see if he's in his knowledge has heard of quite a book?
Didn't you already do that?
I
Yeah, you
can't
already did
remember.
that.
I thought I did. That
You
sounded
did,
familiar,
yeah.
but I was going to shoot again,
Yeah.
and I haven't heard of it. Correct.
Ooh.
Remvar's kind of coming around a little bit more sober this time.
Respect the hustle. Respect the hustle.
So you try and rack your brain for memory of this book, and you again
Yep.
come up empty.
Come back around. It's like, nah.
Not today.
Raven. Nah. Ravenclaw? No.
Lau looks at his foot.
No.
Ag-
Huh?
a-
Oh my
Again,
god.
sorry about the leg. I wasn't aiming for you.
Just bandages, painful.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's coming. Hey, hang in there. I pull out another bottle. Here, take a sip of this. Trust me.
He just like, and this is like impressive to you, Duke. He just like this bottle's just gone.
Oh,
Whew. Okay.
Well, Gimbal wanted some.
you're lucky I need a witness. I walk over to the dead thief and I start rummaging through his pockets. What weapon did he have too?
So he had a short sword on him.
I take it.
Good. Take it. Yep. Cool.
As,
you have a
as
short sword.
Lau sees Duke doing this, he tries to like rustle in there and search himself.
Hey,
Trying to-
bird, look at me. You can have one eyeball. Go on.
Ooh.
No,
It's
eyeball.
been dead for too long.
Yeah, it's been dead for too long. He's trying to search through his pockets and just to find anything of value or shiny.
All right.
You
I,
find a rolled up scroll.
Lau throws away.
I
Crash.
take off my my little helmets thing and put it on the desk and kind of just put the pike on the ground.
You could have thrown up into that. Oh well.
Yeah, see, I couldn't remember I had it on.
When Lau throws the scroll, you catches it.
Yep.
Tucks it into like his belt.
Awesome.
Continues rummaging.
The two assistants come back and they bandage up their master. Thank you very much. What are your names?
I'm Duke.
Nori's head like whips around real fast. Nori.
Gimbal extends out his hand. Gimbal, nice to meet you.
He takes your hand and shakes it. It's covered in vomit.
Ew.
Gimbal looks down at his hand, disgusted, and kind of like wipes it on his pants. Oh dear, oh my.
Lau is sort of still head deep in this dead person's clothes, trying to find every single like nook and cranny to see if anything's been hidden. He doesn't even notice anybody's talking to him.
Nice.
The birds allow. The kid.
Yeah,
What was your name?
I turn around. Remva.
Ah, you're Gareth's boy.
Yeah. Young guards, wares and goods.
Does he know you're here?
No.
He does.
And-
He does.
Well, does he or
does.
doesn't he? I'm confused.
He does.
He
listen,
does. He knows I'm
listen.
out tonight.
Listen, the kid's just had his first ale. He's a little confused.
I remember my first ale.
Mm-hmm.
I need to lie down.
You should,
I'll make sure to let the Baron know what happened here, and you'll
That's
be
right.
rewarded.
The Baron's in danger.
In danger?
Yes. They weren't just after the book.
Assistant? Go check on the... Ooh, I'm lightheaded.
I turn to the assistant. Let's go to the Baron quickly.
I'll show you where he is. They lead you to the entrance to the Baron's bedchambers, at which there is 2 guards that are standing at the front of his door with 3 bodies piled up in front of him.
Can Nori take a book from the library?
Yes.
Brilliant.
I
She don't know
will-
which book, but
I'm gonna say
it's a
I'll get
book.
back to you which book you get. Okay,
Thanks.
Nori.
It's
Book.
a book. Can
I'll
she
work
read
that
it?
out.
No, but
I'll work that one out for you. Yeah. So the assistant explains to the guards what's going on. Again, they thank you and say the Baron is asleep. we will let him know what is going on in the morning. Please, you may return to your chambers.
Lau sort of like rushes forward and does the slow little like head tug on some of the bodies.
No,
and
no.
starts like rummaging
Leave
through,
Leave-
searching for anything shiny again.
This bird is
Sorry.
going to be a pain.
Sorry about that. Loud,
All right.
come on.
What we're going to do here is we're going to take a break.
Walk.
This is
Yeah.
the end of this part of it. We're now going to rest and do the fun bit, guys.
Woohoo.
Yay!
Yeah, fun.
We get to... I'll explain to everyone again, I suppose, is that these guys don't actually have a class yet.
It's been killing
Um,
me. all
Their
night.
things that they've kind of done are going to lead to what class they're going to be assigned, who they're going to apprentice to.
Cool.
I've got some pretty cool
Lovely.
ideas I think they're going to like. So what we're going to do, short 5-minute break, and then we'll find out what happens.
So what you mean by
Yay.
rest is Lau goes back onto the streets and finds a dumpster that's not riddled with cats.
All right, guys, quick 5 minutes, okay? Alrighty. Let's make sure that I did press the right buttons. I did press the right buttons. Look at me go. Look at me go.
Ooh, tech support.
Winning, yes. Okay, so here's the bit that has been like so exciting for me to develop as well, and I'm sure these guys have been really eager to figure out
I'm itching.
what they're actually going to do. And it may not be what they expect or think. And this is what I'm really curious about is the whole
We just quit.
That's
a
it. I'm
what?
jumping off.
Nah,
the cliff.
I'm out. So how this is going to work is that we're going to go in order of who gave me their characters. Okay. I'm also going to be giving them their class, but also the idea behind it as well, because some will get their subclass at level 1, which means they will know what they are. Others are going to be developed up until, you know, 2nd level, 3rd level when they then eventually get it. So if I can, I'll be letting them know what that is, or I'll have a chat to them after stream about what the idea behind it was. Does that sound good, guys?
Yes.
Mhm.
Sounds great.
Brilliant. So first one is going to be Remvar. So after this little incident during the night, you all head home. The next morning, you're very exhausted. You get up. It's not actually a work day for you. Your dad's looking after the shop, so you get to walk around town. As you are wandering around, someone calls out to you. They're leaning up against a post. This is who calls out to you.
Hey, yo.
I see nothing. Where are we looking?
Oh,
On
on
screen.
stream, on screen.
Me.
I panic. Everyone got excited.
You there, small boy.
Look across to her. Do I know you?
Come here.
Okay.
I know you. I've been watching
Bruh.
you.
You've been watching me work?
First drink, first lay.
Work.
You assume Remvar's been laid.
No, he's about to.
I see you work. I see you after work. I see your nighttime activity.
Go on.
She's watched you fap.
You busy?
Not today. Tomorrow, perhaps.
You come for a drink. Come drink with me.
I'm not much of a drinker.
You will be. Come with me.
You hear Duke's voice in your head. Always say yes to a drink.
Sure, okay.
We're good to drink in town. Where we get good drink.
We could go to the Bull and Boar.
That's swill. No, good place.
Oh.
Where we go get a good drink.
Lau knows where to get good cats.
I'm gonna use my I don't know. What is this insight history knowledge of the town
Just
to know?
Give me a name of a place that we could go.
The Red Dragon. The Red Dragon's pretty good.
Ooh, that sounds exotic.
Yeah, you could say that.
Very well, lead the way. Take me to this place.
I lead the way to the Red Dragon that I 100% know where it is.
So you go into the Red Dragon. The Drunken Clam. Nice, Devin.
That's a nice name.
So you take a seat in a booth. You your father. He's strong man.
Oh,
He big man.
yeah, he used to be he used to fight, yes.
You? Not so much.
Oh no, he didn't want that life for me.
You tiny boy.
We can stop there.
Weak of body.
No,
But
wait,
I-
okay, you just keep going. Stop.
But I watch you. You strong of mind. What I also notice is you strong of diaphragm.
How do you mean?
You speak well. You talk from down here.
I talk with knowledge most times, yes.
I could help you.
What would you help me with? Where exactly are we going with this?
Let me show you something. And she kind of clicks her fingers and points at one of the barmen. You come here. The barman walks over. You bring us drink. Strong drink. Barman kind of looks at her and goes, Lady, I don't know what you bring us strong drink. He kind of just turns and walks over to the bar and picks up a bottle off the middle shelf. Wait, no. Top shelf. Top shelf. Barman puts the bottle back, grabs a bottle from the top shelf, and wanders over. Leave bottle. Go away. The barman just puts the bottle down, turns around, and walks away. You see what I do?
How did you convince him to do that?
That easy. You want to see something even better?
Go for it.
Jazz, you good there?
You're okay, Jess? Leia would like to puck her eyes out.
You pick strong man in room. Pick anyone.
Renvar just looks around and sees the biggest, brawniest guy that he can see. Him. That guy over there, the one.
That one.
That one there. You see
Okay.
him.
Oi, you there. Come here. This, like, real big, well-built human stands up and goes, Me? Yeah, you, come here. Come here. I talk to you. He wanders over. This small man here think he can beat you.
That's not what I said.
This small man says he can beat you in fight.
That's no. What are
This
you
one?
doing? Lady, you need to stop this.
You don't think so?
I don't think I could beat him in a fight. Look at
Do you
him.
think I could do better?
The way you're talking, yeah?
She stands up, leans in close to the big man, and whispers something into his ear. Immediately from the other ear, blood starts to trickle down, and the man just collapses in front of you. You see? I weaponize my words.
Mommy, sorry.
Who are you?
I teach you.
How did you do that?
You come with me? I teach you.
Where would I have to go?
Not far. You can still stay here. But on your downtime, I teach you.
Okay,
What?
yeah.
What is your name?
My name's Remvar.
That will do. We
and
will work
you-
on that.
And you are...
My name is Eliana Redmayne,
You're
and
gonna
I
have
will
to
be your
DM
teacher.
You're gonna have to DM me that name.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
Sure, okay. Where do I meet you?
I find you next day off.
Next day off. Okay.
We talk more.
Okay. All right. Sure. Okay. I kind of don't know what to do or say.
You will use words.
I'm kind of just looking at the man on the ground bleeding out of his head. It's like, is he gonna be okay?
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll sleep off. He'll be fine.
Eliana, you're very strong with your words. Remba,
I'm flustered because I just saw this woman talking to a man's ear and watch his head basically explode.
I'm flustered because I just saw this woman.
This woman said she wants me. What do I do?
No.
Remva is good with words, kinda.
So Remvar has just met his master.
Jeez.
Lucky boy.
So Eliana Redmayne, and I don't know, do you want to know what she is, or should we progress this afterwards? And
No. We don't need to know what she is. That's for later.
His spot, that's all that matters.
yeah. Okay, so just so everyone knows, and I'm sure everyone does know this, I used AI to make all of these, and my god, this was the first one that I made, and it turned out freaking amazing. Midjourney is phenomenal.
I use Midjourney for Remvar and Duke.
Yeah,
Which I think,
he's good.
yeah, I think all of them were done with AI, weren't they?
I think all of
I
them
think
were
yeah,
Midjourney.
Yeah, possibly.
Except for
I don't
me
know.
and Isaac.
I was saying, what
Yeah.
did you guys use for yours?
We used Leonardo.
Okay, cool.
Only
We
because
didn't have
Midjourney
access.
was down. Yeah.
Could have asked, but they've turned out really good though. Like those two, I really like them. Okay, who was next?
Me.
Nori.
Who now has a book.
Okay.
I have a book.
She has a book. What are you doing with the book? Like, are you taking it in the fountain with you, or?
No,
I-
it sits on the edge.
I want to watch Nori like. Have you seen? Sorry, I'm just gonna like sidetrack. Have you seen the video of the raccoon that puts fairy floss in water?
Just
Yes.
vanishes?
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
I'll say Nori do that and then just watch the ink like wash out of the page,
She's
like the parchment.
Nori puts it on the side. She like snaps at people trying to touch it.
Jesus.
Okay. Nori, the next morning comes along. This was a very strange night for you. Nothing like would have happened back home. You wake up.
Mm-hmm.
You decide today could be a good day just to wander around town and look in a few windows.
Brilliant. Press faces. Yep.
As you're wandering past a bit of a garden that's in town, there's a man sitting under a tree.
Mm-hmm.
He looks asleep. He also has a lit cigarette in his mouth.
Nori stares at this man.
A child walks past and throws a stone at him. It doesn't wake him up, but it makes him kind of jolt a bit. He's still asleep and it kind of makes a bit of a noise. But the cigarette drops out of his mouth and lands in his lap and starts smoking.
Nori goes
And
and
smoking
slaps
more.
his lap like as hard as she can. She just goes like you would a fly. No
This man-
hesitation.
This man immediately jolts awake. His hood falls back and you see his face.
The question
And-
is he hot?
Well, pitches up.
Ooh, he do.
He's hot.
Gosh.
I'm delayed. I can't see. Oh, he hot.
Refresh the page.
I was
He
gonna say,
immediately-
is this kind of like a tan Thor?
Tanful. That could be his name. No, it's not. He immediately like wakes up and
Tantor.
sees you standing in front of him and smoke. Pants, fire, and he starts like slapping at his thighs, just like trying to put out the what's starting to be a bit of a fire and ash and stuff. Whew. Oh boy. I am very sorry, miss. Hang on. And he kind of like walks around you looking at you. Huh. What's your name?
Nori places her hand on her chest. Nori.
Nori. Huh. I'm Shrike.
Nori,
could-
Nori places her hand on his chest and looks at him.
Daddy.
Father.
Bro. Strike.
Shrike. So. Shrike.
Strike.
Please mispronounce it like I didn't say strike.
I could use you, I think.
Hey,
You're,
Jesus.
You're one of them Triton, right? The fish people?
Nori nods her head.
Hmm. He speaks back to you in primordial. Aqua primordial, but they
Oh,
the water elemental language, and says, "Pleased to meet you."
Quinn. Nori says, "Nice to meet you too."
He kind of slowly kind of processes that one. Yeah, okay, good. I got that. Yeah. I'm a little little rusty. I haven't been out that way for a while. How would you like to help me? I've got a job. I'll give you...
Is he speaking to me in primordial?
No, this is common.
Okay.
He's not fluent.
Motherfucker. Continue.
I could give you anything you want if you help me out with this one job.
Nori tilts her head, thinks about it before sticking out her hand.
Okay, you want something. Okay. Help me out. I'll give you anything you want. Will you help?
Nori nods. She has nothing better to do.
Brilliant.
What about a book?
Oh, she carries that with her everywhere. It stays.
It stays.
Okay,
Nori book.
Nori
follow me.
Nori stands up straight and follows.
So they go outside of town, off to a small lake. At the middle of the lake is a small island. You see that island over there?
Nori nods.
Good. I need you to swim over to it and retrieve something that's in the middle. It's in a nest.
Nori shrugs. Dives in.
Where did you
She
put the
doesn't need
book?
any.
Shrike just kind of like stands back and just watches.
Nori will keep the book safe. Nori leave book behind first.
I'll hold
Okay,
your book.
then Nori dives in and swims over. Yeah. She trusts this man. She doesn't, but it's the best option. She swims to the middle of the lake.
Excellent. In
And
like in the
looks-
middle of this this little island that's in the middle of the lake. There's a nest.
Mm-hmm.
Inside that nest is an egg.
Is the egg got a description?
It's a very big egg.
It looks like an egg.
Is it freckled?
Yes.
Nori slithers out of the water and stands up before walking over to the egg and sizes it up on how to carry it.
So it's big enough you got to carry it in two hands. It's a heavy egg.
I see. So Nori picks it up like a baby.
Yep.
And then she just swims back on her back. So the egg is above water the whole time.
Awesome. You get back to shore, and Shrike is standing there, and he's kind of wringing his hands, kind of not pacing, but like back and forth on his feet, like, ooh, this is gonna make one killer omelet. All right, give it to me. Give me the egg.
Nori looks at him and holds the egg tighter.
You want anything? I'll give you anything, but I need that egg.
Nori
Strangely
remembers that
enough,
he
you
has her
didn't-
book.
Oh, right. he puts it down next to Nora. It's like, you've got your hands full, but it's right there now. Give me that egg.
Nori squints her eyes at him and just is curious before she hands over the egg.
Did you see anything in the water?
Nori shakes her head. She said no.
That's surprising. Last time I was here, there was a large mama crocodile here.
Crocodile?
What a huge crocodile.
As he
It
sort of
says
says
like a
that,
child that's like saying Cocoa Puffs.
as he says that, there is a giant splash behind you.
The book.
Fuck.
As a giant scaled toad launches itself out of the water.
Nori is shocked. She is a saltwater bitch.
Grab the book, run! As he like grabs the egg off of you and just hightails it out of there.
Nori grabs her book and she speaks to the frog saying, bye.
Can I get just a dexterity check?
Jesus. I got an 11.
Okay, you passed. That's okay. A
I was
long
about to say, if I lose my
tongue-
motherfucking book.
the tongue like flicks over your shoulder and like a whip just kind of like cracks in front of you as you're running. Get quicker! As Shrike is just like holding onto the egg and just like running back to town.
Nori runs. She's like, yeah, nah, let's go.
Okay, you make it back to the gates of town, breathing heavily, having just run very far, very fast. Ooh, okay.
For the first time on land.
I got the egg. Wait, I said, what did you want for this?
Nori looks down and she points to her book.
You want a book?
Nori nods. Well, she shakes her head but nods at the same time. Can Nori speak to him in Primordial?
You can attempt to.
Nori says, read to me.
Huh.
He needs to know the name of the book now. You
I,
fucked this up.
Fuck! I can't read.
I think we can make something work. You know what? I like you, kid. I could teach you a few more things. You want to read? Sure. We can do that. I reckon there's some more stuff you'd find fun.
Nori nods. She doesn't care what he says, as long as he accepts to read.
Now, you hungry?
Nori nods. She could fuck with a snack.
Hey yo.
Let's go have some eggs. As you wander in town and go and find a place that's willing to cook up a giant crocodile egg.
I was about to say, let's have some eggs while he's carrying the egg.
Yeah. And so Nori has now met her master that will teach her to read amongst other things.
Hooray!
Shrike is a man of the world. He has traveled far, so he knows a lot.
Wow.
All right. Another one down. Who
Another one bites the dust.
is next?
Me.
Okay.
Judge is like, you're classless.
Your class is bird or cat killer.
Eyeball gouger.
Okay. Where's my list of things for you? All right. So, Lau, the day starts out like most days do for you.
I go back to
Eating a
that
cat.
same alley where the cat was, see if I can get another one.
Is that the alleyway behind the Bull and Boar?
No,
Okay.
no, it's another sort of high class restaurant there.
Right.
Yeah. You
It
head
was
back to
the
the
Red
behind the the restaurant, attempting to find another feed. Oh boy. Now,
Oh,
Jazz,
Jesus Christ.
that timing.
Sound like
It's
a bin chicken.
Oh no, please no.
Worse than
Give
bin
me another stealth roll.
Oh, I forgot to put my camera on. 16.
Very nice. You creep up. There is one less cat. There is a couple of whole chickens that have been thrown away, though. So these cats are starting to tuck into this chicken. You get close enough. Can I get an attack roll?
Certainly can. Against the cats, right?
No, the roast
The
chickens.
chickens.
God.
Oh,
Like
they're roast
live?
chickens? I thought they were alive.
No, against the cats.
Oh, right. That was Judge being sarcastic.
Yeah.
You missed the roast chicken.
17.
17. Yeah, you lash out. You strike. You catch another one of the cats.
Oh,
the rest
fuck.
scramble.
I quickly disembowel this cat, and
Jesus.
I'm surprised by the fact that I've now caught 2 cats 2 days in a row. It is a good week for Lau.
As you
But
are
each
doing
cat times
this,
2.
as you are doing this, you hear a voice from behind you. Oh, you poor thing.
I quickly drop the cat and start like trying to scramble out of this alley.
No. Please. You've seen me before? Do you know me? As you turn around, or out of the corner of your eye, however you're wanting to do this, you see a small gnome that you recognize from the apothecary. He's got his, like, hands up, sort of outstretched. He's like, please, calm. I just want to
I'm
talk.
sort of like just standing completely still. Is this do I recognize him as the gnome that threw a bunch of shit on me?
You do.
I sort of size him up. How tall is he?
He's about the same size as you. He's a gnome, so he's short.
I sort of start to revert back to my crow ways and sort of like puff myself up. All my feathers are like making myself look real big.
He looks
Okay.
like a pigeon.
Okay. And he kind of does the whole, one hand outstretched, reaching into his coat. It's okay. And he pulls out a turkey leg. It's okay. And he kind of like drops it down in front of him. I'm friendly. I'm here to help.
I sort of look at the turkey leg, look back, and just like at this stage, I would have picked up a little in someone else's voice. I just say dead.
Oh. You want it fresher?
Loud nods.
Well, I don't have this fresh, but I do have... Oh boy. Come back into my shop. I've got something fresher. I want to
sort of
talk.
Decides to follow along.
As you're going back into, or following him back to the shop, which is only next door as well. He's like, I want to make this right. I want to explain to you who I am and make amends for what has happened. Thank you, Mitch. Hello. We go inside, and inside is, oh boy, a fish tank.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Lau
And this
sort
is
of
like a really
instantly-
decent sized fish tank. It's got a lot of like tropical fish kind of like swimming around in it.
Lau is instantly excited or interested in the fish tank.
You may have one of the fish.
Lau sort of
Oh, geez. Isaac, you good? You going somewhere or?
Oopsies. Don't mind me.
Lau sort of looks at the gnome, then looks back at the fish tank, does a quick like dive in with his beak and grabs a fish and just downs a hole.
Oh, Sammy. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
Ah.
Sleep it.
What do we call you?
He does exactly like Nori taught him. Puts his like feathery hand on his chest. He's like, "Lao."
Lao.
Wow.
I'm Tuck. Tuck Stumbleduck.
Fucking hell.
No relation.
Oh. Lao sort of puts his hand on Tuck's chest and is like, "Tuck," and then starts to like go walk out of the shop.
No. Please. I've got something I want to show you. Don't
Sort
get
of
any
Lao
ideas,
sort of,
you
like,
lot.
Tilts his head in curious bird fashion.
I want to make amends for what's happened. It's my fault. I heard about last night. I heard about what you've done for the city. I want to make this right. He walks over to
Lao
the
is
back
very
wall.
skeptical.
So this is an apothecary shop. So it's lined with like shelves with bottles and books and all sorts of stuff.
Very skeptical.
He pulls a book, hidden bookcase, or hidden door behind a bookcase.
Oh.
And the bookcase moves. It's just starting to get to kind of that middle of the morning, so there's a lot of noise going on. Let's go somewhere a bit quieter that we can talk. As he heads down the steps. Please, I mean no harm. If you just come with me, I'll let you have another fish.
Lao sort of like does the shifty walk, is trying to keep an eye out on anything and everything that's moving.
And they
It
never
doesn't-
saw him again.
But he's like very reluctantly walking further into the shop and down the stairway.
As you're going down the staircase, it's getting quieter and quieter. Until it is dead silent.
Lao likes this even less.
And you enter into a spacious area, not very big. Along the back wall are more shelves, but they're filled with all sorts of pieces of machinery and bottles and canisters of things. In front of that is a workbench. You know, I hear you every day out there. Making all sorts of noise. And every time I hear any sort of squawk or caw from you, I'm reminded of what I did.
Lao sort of like starts to back up towards the stairs again. Really, really doesn't like this whole situation of being underground.
Starting that Lau's getting some like PTSD.
Yeah.
He's being shell shock.
You remind me of yourself, actually.
What?
I wasn't a bird. Don't worry.
Lau's just like that dick.
Lao is confused because he reminds him of himself.
You
Am I
know,
smooth braining that sentence?
you aren't the only one that can make an uproar.
Lau's still just caught up on that sentence.
Lao's like
Huh?
very confused and doesn't like being here.
Quicker than what you can see, he reaches into his jacket and pulls out a small device.
He's dead.
Boom.
He pulls a lever, and with a flash of like a spark and smoke, an almighty roar happens. And against the far wall is now peppered with small holes.
Lao
This-
just fucking like almost chicken panics out of there, is trying to run back up the stairs.
This is my uproar. Would you like a go?
He sort of stops and is like, gets that a little bit closer and tries to sort of like get it out of his hand with his beak. So it just like
No. Hands.
sort of puts out his feathery hand.
He flips the contraption around and rests it into his hand. Point there, pull trigger.
He points and gets his other feathery hand and fiddles with it until it does something.
And it does the exact same thing. Spark, smoke, bang.
Fucking throws it and is like, fuck.
This is only one of the things that I can teach you. The others may be more helpful, may not. I'll let you decide that. But I can help you make something of your life so you're not just another of the abominations that I've created.
As much as Loud doesn't like the loud noise, he's still intrigued by the little contraption that he's got. So he sort of sticks around, just wait and see what happens.
Cool. Actually, I didn't even show you who this dude was. I got a picture of him.
Mystery man.
Fucking
Is he hot?
He's hot.
Special pass.
Eh.
Hey,
Wait.
yo!
Wait, why does his face look so familiar? Where have I seen this head?
Huh.
I don't know. It was AI, dude. It could be a mixture of other stuff.
He looks like the kind of dude that would throw a bunch of potions on an unsuspecting crow.
Yeah.
The
He
wrinkles.
does. He's
The
done
wrinkles are so deep in the forehead.
that. I mean, he's an old gnome. So this is Tuck, who, if Lou is happy for him to teach him things, will teach him things.
Louis not very happy with anything. He doesn't like being
Nice.
inside. He doesn't like being around this guy, but he likes the loud machine.
Cool. There you go. Tuck will teach you things.
He'll try.
You might like a few of the things that he can teach you.
Before he gets annoyed with Lau and he's just like, fucking leave.
Just go.
I've got no more tropical fish for you to eat.
All right, who's next?
That would be me.
Ooh, Gimbal. Again, your day starts like any other. Working on this engine that you just can't work out why it won't work. You're mucking around with it, changing out parts, moving this, doing that, reading through books. You hear a noise. Tink. Tink. Tink.
Gimbal pops his head up and looks around. Where is that sound coming from?
It doesn't actually sound as though it's coming from anywhere close. But you can still hear it. Tink. Tink. Tink.
How curious. Gimbal starts, like, moving around in his workshop, sifting through everything, trying to find the source of this noise.
You get towards the door, and it gets slightly louder. Tink. Tink. Tink.
Hello? Somebody there? Gimbal opens the door and pops his head out.
There's no one there. But you still hear the sound. Tink. Tink. Tink.
How strange. Gimbal walks out the door a little bit and looks around the street.
There's people everywhere. It's mid-morning, so people are heading to their stores, they're buying things. It's a pretty big noise for a city, but you can still hear this sound. Tink, tink, tink. It's very clear to you.
Is it coming from a particular direction or is it everywhere?
As you turn and sort of face a direction, you can hear it clearer and louder in a particular direction.
Curious, Gimbal starts wandering in that direction.
So you're following the noise?
Yes.
So you follow the noise and it leads you to the blacksmith. As you get to the front door of the smithy, tink, 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 it's no longer just in your head. You can actually hear this noise coming from inside.
Gimbal pops his head into the blacksmith's. Hello, friend. What are you making there?
Do you have an appointment?
No.
Do you need something?
I was just curious about this noise. I could hear it all the way from my workshop.
Noise?
What are you doing in here?
Hang on. Did you hear it?
The tinking, yes. Yeah, of course. Can everybody hear this?
You've been called.
Who's calling me?
Wait, hang on. Hey, wait a minute. This dwarf, he puts down his hammer and walks over. There he is.
Oh.
I know you. You're Ren's boy, aren't you?
Smash.
Oh no, he
Smash.
Yes,
You're-
Ren's my father, yes?
You're Ren's boy and you got called here. Oh,
What's so
this doesn't get any better. You
What's so
heard
amusing?
Gon's call and you're Ren's boy.
Gimbal looks at him confused. Whose call?
Gond.
Gone.
The god of creation? Hang on. The god of craft.
Let me just look it up.
Sorry, let me just pull out my encyclopedia.
Yeah. Gond, the god of craft. You heard his call and you're Ren's boy. Oh, he is never gonna hear the end of this.
I don't quite understand. What are you saying to me?
You've been chosen by the great god of the craft himself. And he's brought you here. He's brought you to my temple.
Gimbal kind of looks around. Temple? This is just a simple blacksmithing shop, is it not?
My boy, it is not simple. This place has been blessed by Gond himself. Here is where we create with raw material into magnificent creations, all through the power of him and our hands. Ren's boy, this is great. How are you doing working for your father and mother anyway?
Oh,
You-
splendidly.
You satisfied? Are you finding that everything is just the way you expected it?
Sometimes. I do yearn for more, though. I yearn to learn more blueprints and to create more.
You said that word. Create. We can do that here. I can teach you my craft.
Minecraft.
He said it.
Oh, man.
What do you
Hey,
say,
shut up.
son of Ren? Do you want
What
to learn
exactly?
something more than you've been doing all your life?
How can I say no to that? The idea of learning more. Yes, absolutely.
Find yourself an apron that fits. Grab those tongs. Give me a hand.
Gimbal searches around all of the huge aprons till he finds a small one that fits over him, and grabs a pair of tongs.
Ren's boy, this is great.
He seems very chuffed with himself.
You
He knows your
must
mum personally.
Everyone seems to know Dipple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In-
Your mum's a bit of a whore, Isaac.
No, we didn't say that.
I wrote it down in my book. It's lore.
Oh my god.
It's-
Me's going to be the lore master of this
It's
campaign.
official now.
I'm Ivor
Simple.
Ironblood.
Ivor.
Let's get to work.
Where do you want me? How can I help you?
And here starts your learning.
Bend over.
Jesus Christ.
You want these little
What was his name
nunchucks?
again?
Oh, sorry, were you
Ivor
not listening?
Blood? Ivor Blood or Ivor something?
Ivor Ironblood.
I got the last part. Thanks.
Brilliant.
Yeah, he's really chuffed that he's managed to steal away a son of one of his other guild mates.
Kidnapping.
All right. I think we're done now, aren't we? That was it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was it. That's
Yeah, that was it.
all
Good.
the important ones.
Yeah. All right. Juke. Jukey boy. Jukey. Juke.
That is my name? Question mark.
You didn't sleep much last
I
night.
think.
You got back to the bull and boar and
I didn't sleep at all.
you got back on the grog again.
Mm-hmm.
Slept through. Woke up. Sat back down.
Back on the grog again.
Back on the grog again. Your mother's calling you out. This is great.
Stop right now.
That's just because playing
Ban her!
himself.
Ban her!
As you're through your, what is it, third bottle for the day,
Yeah.
the door gets kicked in. Standing
Stand
there.
up and turn around.
Standing there is a tall, dark elf in plate armor.
Handsome.
Show us a pic.
Special pass. Special
Oh.
pass.
Let's see. Let's
Smash.
see.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry, did you say smash?
smash.
Yeah.
Yep. So she walks straight up to you. Pathetic.
Mhm.
And kisses.
And slams a gauntleted fist straight into your face.
Comes.
Oh god, please. I can't leave the call by.
Too early for this shit. And I swing him with the left.
Make an attack roll.
That's a 13.
Yep. Where are you trying to hit her?
Boot plates.
In the titty.
I'd go full plate, yeah?
Yep.
Face.
Face? Yep.
Yeah.
You land a hit. She doesn't
Alright.
move.
Oh,
Worthless.
I
She
swing
draws
again.
back and swings and hits you in the gut. You could do better.
I gotta to grapple her down. I gotta like as I'm like bent over, I gotta grab behind her thighs and sweep her down.
Yep.
19.
Ooh. Yep, so you're trying to basically pull her to the ground?
Yeah.
Excellent. You get her on the ground.
Uh-oh.
Well, now this is interesting.
Hey yo.
I go for a ground and pound.
Uh-oh.
Hey yo.
Um, I'll just roll a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
you're getting pounded.
Lau walks in, flapping his arms and grabs Duke by the neck. No.
So you've got her by the legs, right?
Yeah.
You kind of grabbed her legs and kind of pulled them up and sort of dropped her to the ground.
Yeah.
Yep. So after saying, well, this could be interesting, she just lifts up an elbow and just drives it straight into the side of your head. Like right into the temple.
Ugh.
And as you begin to lose consciousness, she says, "You could definitely be better. But don't worry. Arla and Leviatar can help with that."
How
And
the
as your
fuck do you spell
eyes
that?
close,
Your
you just
pants
start getting
creak.
dragged out of the tavern.
Hey yo.
So her name is Arla,
Arla. Mm.
and the god that she mentions
Ooh.
Thanos.
is Leviatar. Mango knows it.
Ooh. All right.
And that may be the cliffhanger we leave it on for everyone to find out
Ugh.
what this goes to next time.
Oh.
Find out next time on.
D&D.
Yeah, thank you.
They came in
Find
the
out.
dark. I mean, they came in the night.
Find
Well,
out
that was
next
just
time
the-
on the
No,
I'm gonna work on
They
the
came.
name.
Yeah. This
The
is
Alderloft
the
Adventures.
episode. This is the episode.
Wait.
name.
I just realized
Hmm.
that Alderloft Adventures, we're it's AA. This is actually
Oh,
a meeting,
fuck.
guys.
AA.
This is a meeting.
Oh fuck.
They got us.
Nice.
God damn it.
All right. So that's that one, guys. That was the session 0. What do we all think?
Amazing.
What's my class?
I want
Tell us.
more eyeballs.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna finish up, and stay in a call, and I'll go through stuff with you guys.
Oh, thank
Sure.
God.
You lot at home are gonna find out next time. So make sure you come back to
Sucks
find
to
out
be
how it all
proud.
goes.
In a month's
In a month.
time.
So the next one's gonna be on
11th.
the 11th.
Yes.
The 11th of August will be our next
Mhm.
one. So make sure you come back to see what happens to these guys during their apprenticeship.
Aha.
But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed it. Shall
fun.
we? Shall we find someone else who's still on? Raid out to them, and then we can have a
Yes.
bit of a chat.
I've got a pog.
Just a pog, just a single pog.
Just a single pog.
Is he still going, or is he finishing up?
Let me jump in and have a look. I just saw him on the thing.
He's on the home screen. Does he press play? He presses play. He's on competitive. He's queuing competitive.
He's still going.
And they're off.
We raid into
And they're
Pog.
off.
Let's raid into Pog. Pog
Okay.
is good friend. Pog is Ruffles.
Yeah,
Pog
Pog
is
is
Ruffles.
Ruffles.
The,
He's
Pog
a
uh,
bird
is the
friend.
OG Kenku.
Yeah.
the predecessor to Lao.
Pigeon boy.
Lau is what Ruffles is what Lau wishes he could be.
Oh,
A pigeon.
pigeon.
So we're back
I
on
don't
for
know.
more
Lao-
D&D though.
Lao seems
in
like he eats
2
more
weeks'
eyeballs.
time. 28th is when our next D&D session is, which Drac is actually running, which
Mhm.
should be fun. We are
And
going to
then-
go right into
nice.
our friend Pog with a raid message of "We continue
Get
to
your
happy."
raid messages.
Not with the Furby.
We
God
continue
damn
to
it, you two.
Furby.
And go in there, create some chaos.
Oh no,
just enough
I'm
to
not
be a
subscribed
nuisance.
to Mia. Fuck, let me fix that.
Enough to be a nuisance, not enough to be a pest. But I'll see you all next time.
Enjoy
Bye.
the final stream in
Bye,
this
bye.
room. You'll never see this
Bye.
room